We're doing it. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. We're live. And no one's here yet, so there's no real point in acting like there is. Make sure everything still looks good on our end. It's a good thing I got my beard trimmed yesterday because my face is going to be all up in the camera. I got 7 inches of my hair taken off.
Jesus, dude.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
Can you believe that's 7 inches gone?
Yeah, that's weird. See, my hair has always been more of a, I don't even want to imagine how, well, my wife thinks that it would be quick. Because my hair does grow pretty quick,
I think you would rock, like, if you grew your beard out a little bit more.
See, it doesn't get longer.
Oh.
It just gets real bushy to, like, a point, and then it just kind of hangs.
I was going to say, because if you could get, like a, you know the guy from The Big Lebowski, like, maybe that length?
The dude?
Yeah. Yeah, like, I think you could rock that.
Yeah, like I said, it gets to a certain thickness, and then it just gets to that, like, certain bushiness to where, like, my face kind of gets this weird, like, wedge shape. And then that's it. That's all I ever get.
I think somebody might have just popped in. I'm not sure. It says current viewer 1, but it doesn't say it down there.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if we even have sound at the moment. That would probably be something good to know.
Yeah. If you can hear us, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. So we definitely have sound in the streaming software. I think it's just turned off on my PC here, but they should be able to hear it still. I wonder if someone clicked on accident, because it said 1, and then, like, because that was...
Average watch time.
That was conk... Yeah, I don't...
2 playbacks?
I don't know what that means. Oh, now it says current viewers 1 down there.
2. That's Andrew and Sal, I bet you money.
I mean, yeah, I did just text
Yeah.
them. I'm going to make them moderators whenever I see them pop up in the chat. Who is there?
Andrew
Is it?
Hall. Who's
It
that
is
sexy
Hall.
guy with the beard? That'd be John. Well, there's 2 sexy
Yeah,
guys
there's
with
2
beards.
sexy guys with beards. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go ahead and make you a moderator, bud. You can look up how to use those tools while we're doing this. Maybe. Thought I could do that. Yeah, there it is. Add moderator. Andrew Hall is now a moderator of your channel. So if somebody... I put a list of words that I'm not going to say on the stream that people can't say in our chat. So basically just don't be a prick is kind of what it comes down to. Not that we're trying to censor anybody or anything, but just like, you know, there's certain things nobody wants to see. So Andrew, if someone says something that somehow gets outside of the bounds of that, if you could please give him a little bit of a... So, yeah, we've got 2 brigades here. We may as well just start because they can watch it back. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I know where it says it in the books. The 4-gun batteries, or the compared to the 6-gun batteries.
Oh, is it on
And I think it's just it's 1 extra dice. Maybe it's in the black powder.
I think they have the same. I think the 6.
Well, I know you get 1 extra dice on whenever you have a 6-gun battery
it's
versus
there.
a 4-pound.
Yeah, I think it's there.
But yeah, if you want to go ahead and if we want to getting started rolling.
Yeah, I mean, at least getting set up. It's funny because I can't see the window that well over here, so I don't know how stupid I look from over here. Hopefully not stupid at all, but you never know.
Oh wow, okay, so it's 6-gun battery goes 5-3-1, 4-gun battery goes 3-2-1. So
5, 3, 1. Okay.
okay, what are your what do you have in your large 6-gun? Because I'll just match you, so we go.
Basically, I just put it in the big.
No, I mean like, is it Parrot rifles or 6-pounders or what?
Oh, I just said 12-pounders.
Yeah, so then we'll do the same
Because those
thing.
are like the vanilla.
Yeah, that's the standard. So we'll do 12-pounders as well across the board.
Cool, and then we won't be sniping each other at that rate either.
Yeah.
So, we can just give ourselves 12 inches to.
That works.
Let me get my tape measure here. I always manage to not be ready.
We're gonna try to avoid. Let me see if I can't see this.
Well,
You can can see me right now. I'm just gonna see if my tape measure's in the.
I think up to like here, you can honestly see.
Yeah, look, cause we can still see the tape. So we've probably got over to this area.
There you go. You're doing it in the stream now.
Okay.
But I can't read from over there, so I'm gonna be poking my face in. Oh, it just says. I see. Okay.
Andrew dab. You know what? Mod ban him.
No dabs.
We don't allow dabbing.
So yeah, I guess we can just start getting set up.
Yeah.
I think is it I go, you go set up, or do you want to alternate? I don't care. We're winging it. So
you know what? Let's do it this way. Yeah, roll the die. Just the way that because we got to determine who's first player and second player anyway. So
yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so I will set the first one up, and then you'll set the next one up.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
No, actually, I think
You
I'll
want me
let
to go
you.
first?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want you to deploy your first.
Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't work so well for you last time. So. Interesting with the trees set up here.
Yeah, see, I gave hills, but it's a foresty hill. It's not really.
So I guess I'm gonna have to put these cannons here, right? Because I mean, like, where?
Yeah.
They can't really see anything else.
I used to play Battlefield with a guy named Turtle, and he was like he was like you, like he was an engineer class, and it's what he always played, and he would literally stand in the middle of the street and face down tanks.
You know, there's no real point in deploying them that way. What do you say?
He said he'll ban the dabber permanently for dabbing.
Good. So tell us in the chat, guys. Can you is everything set up okay? Like we're kind of winging it. Like whatever changes need to be made can be made. Speaking of, do we want trees or not?
I don't think we need them at this
don't
point.
need
Like
them? Okay.
you can honestly, yeah, we can. I just glued that last night, John.
I glued them 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't want to deploy one brigade and then let me deploy mine so that you're not at a complete disadvantage, or?
Sure, and I suppose they need to stay probably like within 6 inches of each other, something like that.
Yeah. Now, and I guess to give a brigade command, you have to have every unit that's following the brigade command needs to be within 3 inches of each other.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah. I meant 3 inches when I said 6 because
I've been having to catch myself and forcibly remind myself.
I guess they can start it.
Andrew says he thinks you should deploy your guns in the wheat field.
Over here? Well, but there's trees in the way.
Yeah, there's block line of sight.
Yeah, at least so far in, anyway.
Yeah, I think what we say is 3 inches.
Yeah. Okay, that's one.
Okay, so that's one brigade. So I'm gonna match you, I guess. I definitely don't want to put myself in the line of sight of those guns.
Or you could put yours right in the line of sight of them and then get to shoot back. We have a third viewer, so that means it's not Andrew or Salvo.
Oh, nice.
So if you would make yourself known in the chat, please. We want to talk. That's what this is all about, man.
Yeah, we just want to talk.
I bet you. I'm gonna. How much do you want to bet? I'll bet you one die that it's Dane. It's
So
Dane.
like a reroll. Like
Yeah.
I get one reroll.
I'll bet you a reroll that it's Dane Patterson.
Okay.
That came in.
I'm going to go ahead and deploy my small regiment, I believe, first, my small brigade.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to set up over here with Brigadier General Alexander. He's going to have his cavalry.
His cavalry.
Let's put him here. He just needs to be in range. And he's going to have the 54th and 55th following them. These gentlemen are untested +2. That's just built into their rules.
Do
Okay.
I want to counter you? Or do I want to, like... What do I want to do? I don't know. Screw it. I don't think those are going to do much good being there is the problem.
That is the one thing I've had about this map. I love it. I love how simple it is to lay it on the table. That being said, the choke points that it provides are brutal. I mean, they're brutal.
Brutal might be a nice word. You got a comment?
Andrew said, camera angles are good, but I feel like we should just have either the camera on you guys or just the dice cam. Hard to see much from either one of them.
Hard to see?
Like, I guess just me, the camera on me and you, and then the camera on the dice cam. He said it's hard to see much from either one of them. What if we adjust? Can you adjust
Yeah,
sizes?
I can adjust the size. I'd kind of like to have both. But good morning, Salvatore.
Good morning.
Let me see what I can do here. Maybe since this is getting taken up anyway.
Yeah, just cover that spot down there.
Yeah, I put this here. And then maybe make that one a little too big. How's that, Andrew? Does that make it better? Is it a little less cluttered?
Ceiling light is pretty glaring. Let me turn that one off.
I think he might have meant that one. These cameras are adjusted for low light, so we'll see how it affects it.
Okay, so better on that one.
Okay.
What about the lighting?
Yeah, the lighting's about to change in a second, guys. Well, I don't know why we're saying that, because they're going to see it when it happens, so...
Okay, so I guess the lighting is good. Lighting is good. Your ceiling, yeah. Okay.
Got it.
Okay, so I guess John, let's continue on. If you want to deploy the rest of your filthy, treacherous,
scumbag,
scallywags.
I shall do exactly.
Let me think. Let me go back to 8th grade history. A carpetbagger, was that not a Yankee that came south during Reconstruction? And a scallywag was what they referred to as the like the Southerners that had, like, I guess had already were they profiting off of the Reconstruction as well? Like carpetbagger was the Northerner profiting off Reconstruction, and scallywag was a Southerner profiting off of it. Is that?
I guess so. Also, I just realized that is like way more than 12 inches.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking.
Yeah, I wasn't stopping you, so.
Well, I just tried to take the road. Jesus, Louise, yeah, I can't put him on that far ahead then. Dude, I'm stuck. You got me pigeonholed in. I'm gonna have to go over here. I got no other option if I'm that far out. I find myself on this map. Remember I told you the choke points? I never seem to have any place to put anything. Because I've got 12 inches.
Alright. That's me. That's me done. I think.
How about this? Now I've got the 12 inches.
Oh, the chat fills up quickly. That did help a lot. Y'all were grainy before. You're grainy.
Yeah. Don't talk about my granny.
Oh, hey, Soul Blighter. Yeah, it looks much better. What's up, Soul Blighter? I think I read that right. Yeah, Soul Blighter. What's going on, man? I think I saw your comment. Did you leave a comment on one of our videos, one of our ACW videos? I want to say, like maybe the last one. I think he might have been the one that said something along the lines of, hoping that maybe the Grays beat the Blues this time.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, so you're finished deploying yours. Did the fences get? Did we determine if the fences give any kind of cover bonus?
Yeah, I said they give light
Okay.
cover. I mean, these bullets would get thwarted by a fence if nothing else, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I may decide to do something else. Can I start the game with the guns limbered, or do I just immediately have to use the free action to limber them and then take off?
Do you have horses?
Well, I don't have them yet, but these are going to be the... well, we'll just do manhandled because we didn't cover that before the game.
So, since there's actually people like jumping into the stream now, we'll kind of go over what we're doing. So, instead of doing the basic, when one force is broken more than the other, you just kind of end the game, and then the one who's not broken wins. We've kind of come up with a point system. So, we've got 2 objective points, which is this farm right here, and then that farm over there where he's deploying those guns right now. And those are each going to be worth a point. And if I'd say if at any point either of us controls both, that kind of just wins, right?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
So those are going to constitute. Well, no, because then there wouldn't be any point. No, we won't do that.
Well, that's going to be hard to do anyway.
Yeah. So anyhow, both of these constitute a point, and then you get 2 points for a destroyed brigade and 1 point for a broken brigade. So we're kind of just going to be playing until we annihilate each other and then tally up points, or until you guys get tired of watching us. Either way. So. Feels so weird sticking my face in the camera like a dog, like hello.
Anybody there?
Oh my goodness! It just jumped up to 7 viewers. What's up, guys? Here they all come. Y'all are getting out of bed late or something this morning, right?
It's quite frankly, it's sad that you guys didn't get here at 9:05 like we were ready
on a Sunday, unproductive on a Sunday. Who could imagine? So, now that there's some of you in here, I want to address something while we're getting finished deployed here. Coffee or tea? I'm coffee all the way. That's what's in this mug right here. We don't do tea in my house in the morning, at night, and afternoon, like a good Southerner. But
no, I got one better than that. This will rile up any of our Southern viewers. Sweet or unsweet tea? I'm unsweet myself.
Good morning, Wargaming Noob Historical.
Nice.
It's early in California. It is.
Wow, you're early for this.
Okay, well, I take back everything I just said to you, sir.
We are no longer going to trash our guys in the chat. We appreciate you being up this early for this. What's it, probably 6 o'clock? Probably 6?
It's
maybe?
like 6:30 right now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've set up myself for my total annihilation.
I think. Oh my goodness, you're just going all in, aren't you?
Well, I didn't have much of an option. I got.
Shoehorned in. Yeah. Okay.
Like I usually do on this map.
Well,
somehow I find myself always in this position.
I don't know if you guys heard our little spiel, but if you did, we'll give it a few minutes go by, and then when you comment if you don't understand what game mode we're playing, and we'll go over it again. But anyway, I think we're ready to go, and you chose me to go first.
Yes, you're gonna go first.
So that's what I'm gonna do. All right. So I don't know how well you guys can see the different brigades over here. I've got a little commander. Looks different from my side. What do I want to do first? Well, here's what I want to do. Over here, there is a cavalry regiment. I want to give them I want them to advance down the road as much as they possibly can.
Send.
Full send, so to speak.
Oh, by the way.
Yep.
We're doing 12 pounders, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 24-inch range. 6 pounders are like 18, I think.
6-inch, right, or 3-inch. Yeah, 6 pounders.
Yeah, 6 pounders are 36 in the main game, I believe, and they're only 18. So.
Gotcha. All right, so cavalry order.
Ooh.
That's really good. So I'm gonna give them 3 moves here, and what we've done. So a lot of people use centimeters instead of inches for 15 millimeter. We've gone with halving the inches because it's a little longer. I don't know. I found that it was funky that the ranges. So 24.
We're staff rating 8 across the board.
Yes, staff rating 8. So 24 inches.
Well, you've got Lee, which give you a 9 at one point.
Yeah, that's true. So 24 centimeters is this right here for my cannons, guys. 24 inches is this.
Well, it would have been 48 if you just went to centimeters.
Oh, that's true. I'm sorry. So let me go back down to 48. It's still pretty short. That's 48 centimeters. And that's 24 inches. I just feel like the ranges are a little bit better that way, if that makes sense. So if you don't mind to check the screen over there as I'm moving my guys, I see some stuff coming in.
Is there a way to zoom the camera on the top left corner for now? Everything looks very small.
Zoom the camera in the top left corner.
I guess that's the one on the laptop, isn't it? That's covering us.
Probably not. Probably not for now.
Yeah, Andrew's correct, Sal, but we could probably make it bigger, but it would cover more of the table. Wargaming Noob Historical says coffee. So he is a man of culture like you, John.
Yes, he is. The sweet bean broth. And we'll adjust it here in a minute as necessary. I can kind of play with it. I'm going to go ahead and give my orders, though.
We've got other cameras coming as well, guys. There are many improvements coming to this stream, so just bear with us and just let us know the things we need to correct, and we will get on it.
Yeah, this is very, very beta, so to speak.
Yeah, you guys got in on the beta testing.
All right, so I'm going to give an order to that infantry brigade right there on that road to march as far as they can as well. That's a 6, command rating 8. So what?
Now, did you do a brigade order or just a regiment?
No, just this regiment.
Okay.
So what? That's 2 moves.
You needed an 8. Yeah, you got 2 moves.
Basically like that. And then I'm gonna do the same with these cannons right over here.
Same thing.
Good to go too.
So you get what, 6 inches?
Yeah, totally.
Pitiful little manhandling cannons.
That brigade, or excuse me, that regiment right there, I'm going to have them move up to the forest, and if they get up to the forest, switch to a line and then move into it. But otherwise, at least get up there. So they got just enough to go.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, they got...
do you get your free move on top of it?
No, the free move is a failure, but
Yeah.
you do get a +1 to that because they are in a marching column, so you would have needed a 9 on that.
So it's still
So
just...
you still get your 1... Well...
Yeah, just
yeah.
be 1.
Yeah, you're right.
For these South Carolina Hampton's Legion, that I couldn't remember his name in our other video, I'm going to have them move up as far as they can into the fort. Actually, they got to stop as soon as they
Yeah, they'll
go
stop as soon as they complete their move.
So heavy woods.
You get about 3-inch move, and then you're good.
Well, so they stop on the move where they enter, so actually it'd be up to there.
Yeah, but it's still rough ground, so you would have
you're right.
you half your movement.
You're right. You're right.
You'd think the South Carolinians living in that swampy state would know how to move through rough terrain.
Yeah.
Maybe they should get like something, like a a tweak. Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah, Wargaming Noob says it's tough to adjust camera and streams as you'll lose part of the area. Yeah. Correct.
And we're still working on it, like we said. It's, it is what it
different views. We've even got an idea for a top-down at some point, so bear with us on that.
We're working on it. This is just, like we said, Sunday morning we were going to play anyway. We thought, why not involve you guys, right? So as long as we get to talk, honestly, forget the game, right?
Exactly.
This is just for all of our enjoyment.
Yep.
So this regiment of 6-pounders, 6-gun battery, I'm going to move them up as far as they can go as well. So, roll my dice there.
God.
And that's pretty good.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to say the last time we played, this is exactly what I was doing at the beginning of the game. So I'm hoping that it works out the same for you.
Then these wheats.
So now we're doing the Glory
Lifeguards.
Hallelujah where you don't get to shoot if you make more than 1 move, right?
Yeah, I forgot about that, but looks like I'm out shooting, boys. So we're gonna move this column up as well behind them. So they're actually that's not.
That's a fail again.
Well, I'm gonna get +1.
Yeah, actually, no, you're +2 because you were on the road, so you literally get 1.
Yeah,
you get 1 move.
+1 for being on the road, then +1 for being in a column. So actually, with a command rating of 8, I do get to move up once here.
Yep. That's the Louisiana Tigers.
I've yet to. I'm not gonna say that. These guys, I guess I want them to cross over the fence and then go into the woods. These Floridians here.
Okay, so I'm thinking you probably need 3 moves to pull that off completely. Yeah, re-roll that with 3. You'll get your guarantee. Oh my God. Yeah, because you're gonna get 1 full move, but then it'll cut it in half once you get there.
Basically, I go there.
Yeah, then you would get a 3-inch move.
And then basically there. And then those guys, I just, I want them to follow suit. Why not? I want them to move up just behind them if they can manage it. And what was it Lee said? Take the hill if what was the word he used? Provocable or something, or like. It was the one that I can't remember. It was his famous order at Gettysburg that everyone criticizes him for. take the hill if practicable. That's what it was, if practicable. And apparently the commander of that division did not find it practicable to take that hill. Although what Lee really meant was, we need that hill.
Take the damn hill, yeah. See, that's the dangers of being a player's coach. You know, like Lee's men loved him, and I guess they felt like they could get away with more.
So, Andrew asks, Soulblighter and Wargaming Noob, are you guys currently playing ACW? If you guys
this goes to me, correct?
Correct. If you do have stores to place, everything's still shut down. Wargaming Noob out of California said our local stores are open in my area, but none do historical. That's a shame. Hardly any of ours do. And then Soulblighter said, I'm not. I have the set, but it's in my pile of gray shame. Shame on you.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do one brigade order over here. I'm gonna order this entire brigade to advance into the woods as far as they can go.
The whole brigade?
The whole brigade,
wow.
Because they're already in gun lines. I don't feel like I'm going to be in any kind of danger anytime soon. So if we can get these guys to move forward across the stream, which all this counts as rough terrain, so they're just going to, if I can go up to 9 inches, well, what is the movement on the horses again? It's 9 normally, yeah. So, so basically everybody advance as far as you can.
Ooh,
6, that is enough to do 2, yep, so.
Also, I kind of forgot to put my horses like this.
So I'm going to move, they would normally move 12 inches, but they're going to move 6.
Looks like we might have a few more heads popping in here. So if you're just getting here, guys, hello, welcome to the stream. I know the camera angles and stuff are a little rough, but we're just kind of working everything out. So if you have something like an opinion to give us about how we could do it differently or maybe adjust it on the fly here, I can try to. Go ahead and let us know. And go ahead and tell us how you're doing. A question I asked our 2 guys here, if you can see in the chat, is coffee or tea? What do you drink in the morning?
So I'm going to move that brigade commander up to stay with his guys. Normally, I think the game gives him, 48 inches?
Yeah.
So I just moved him up 6 inches.
I forgot to move them. I didn't really need to.
Okay, so that's that brigade. Everybody's got rifled muskets, I'm assuming, on your side as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, most of mine would probably have smooth bores.
Man, let's just go with equal, because we're like test stream, everything's equal.
That's fine.
We literally set our armies up exactly the same amount of everything. The only advantage I think John does have is that he's got Lee, which, unless you're using him as a regular bog general, he would have his staff rating 9.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to order these guns. Ooh, this is scary. This is scary because I will lose the opportunity to move everybody else.
Good morning, Rebecca. How are you?
Good morning. I think I'm going to give. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
You are just the worst. You're so indecisive.
No, I'm gonna die. But that's what's gonna happen.
You've got yours too.
I got my guns. Hopefully, I can do something to you and disorder them. But either way, I don't know that the luck's not on my side. We're gonna go ahead and order these guys to move up. I want these guys to advance onto the road, which we'll have to change to an attack column to fit there.
They won't.
Well, yeah, because if we're moving through the woods, right?
I mean, it's just a little bit.
I want to make this entire brigade, I want them to advance onto the road and turn that direction.
Cool. I'd say if like 2/3 of your guys are not in the woods, then it's not rough terrain.
Okay, so needing an 8. Well, needing a 6 to at least move this where I want. Oh, that was what I was afraid was going to happen. So we blunder that. But I don't think I'm in range. No, Meade's over here. So I don't get his normal general reroll because he would have had to have been within 6 inches, right?
Does he do the rerolls?
He doesn't have any other rules other than not being able to follow me. So I assumed since he's not a commander-in-chief, he just counted as a regular general.
He's not a commander-in-chief.
No, he literally can just be brought as a general as far as I can
Yeah,
tell.
because because you can choose what type of general you bring. Like there's 3 different types.
Yeah, there's either the bog standard. It just says he is a staff rating 8, and he can never give a follow me order.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, yeah, I would say yeah. You could use your reroll if you were in range.
But I'm not in range. So
Gotcha.
Either way, that loses that entire brigade. Literally the entire brigade. Okay, so I guess now I will have to go to shooting. I've only got the big guns to shoot, so...
Yeah, if you guys want to send us any pics of stuff you're working on, our email, quote me on this, Andrew, you can put it in the chat. Our email is tristarteam@gmail.com, I think. Or maybe it's tristarwargaming@gmail.com. But anyway, we do have an email where you guys can send us stuff. So
I'm going to move this so the viewers can see it. I've got a line of guns here that I was hoping to get out and bring to bear. I've only got one that actually can shoot, I guess, because the other ones are behind it.
Yeah, I guess that's a... Can you even put them in a column? I don't
Well, they're
know.
not in a column so much as they were just deployed that way.
Oh,
so that I weren't in the woods.
I mean, I'd say...
Yeah, they're not... I didn't put them in a march column. They're just deployed to stay out of the...
Well, I mean, it's a battery, so I'd say they can all shoot.
Well, if I do that...
Yeah.
And you guys tell me if you think that we should do it this way. If I do that, I'm gonna shoot overhead with the other guns.
Well, but it's one roll.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's a battery. Like,
yeah.
you know, they might even
Then
be
don't
two.
worry about that. I don't know that... Since they're not deployed lined up horizontal, I guess I'm just going to do this over here. The 12 pounders are going to shoot, and they had to be 12 inches to be mid-range, right?
Oh, so you don't have any more movement?
No, like that was the whole brigade died as soon as
that was a whole brigade
Yep.
order.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, no, it wasn't a whole brigade, but it doesn't matter.
Well,
I failed the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay.
So you're at long range. So one dice needing a 4, and I won't get it.
Need a 5 because it's artillery.
That's right. Jeez Louise.
Nope. That's neither of those.
I knew what was going to happen there. This isn't my first rodeo. The streak I've been on, I knew how that was going to go.
It will change, I think, hopefully.
Not when you have a whole brigade that just dies in the water and won't do any moves.
Okay.
Well, actually, you know what? These guys do get a free movement,
Yeah, you should have moved them.
but I think they're just going to shift to this. That'll be their move.
Okay.
They'll change to an attack column.
Okay.
That way, if you do make another move, they don't get obliterated in march column.
That's fair. So I guess it's my turn to start now. This is where I start failing checks.
Now, I know there's 2 guys in the chat that know that's not true.
I think we got another comment there. What do I want to do? What do you say?
Oh, it's Andrew and Soul Blighter. No, Wargaming Noob are talking.
Gotcha.
Soul Blighter as well.
So I'm going to give an order to these guys to move up behind them, change formation to a line, and then try to pass through.
Okay.
So that's 3 moves I need.
Yep.
And that's 3 moves I get.
I knew you wouldn't start failing, so when you move up here and change your formation, I'll walk you through the passage of lines, because we've not done it in real time.
I think you just have to roll their stamina value.
You roll the stamina value of the guy going through. Yep, and if it's higher, then you move through normally. If it's the same, or if it's the same or higher, it's a roll.
Well, they have 2, and they have 3.
Well, as far as I know, it says you roll the advancing regiment makes a test.
Yeah, so I need to roll.
You just need to make one for the advancing regiment.
I need to roll for my stamina value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're good. Now hold on. There's more to it.
Okay.
If it's equal to or higher, you make the move through there. I just want everybody in the comments to make note of all the rolls that John is getting. That's perfect compared to what I need to roll.
Hey, they get to see it live this time, so
Yep.
it's not like it's edited and we're taking bits out or anything. We don't really do that anyway, but.
No, you guys do. You take out some of my tirades.
Yeah, we do take out your tirades. That's fair.
You take out some of my my frustration in the editing.
So I want these guys to move forward and round a hook around this little stream.
Now, technically, you don't have to do that, and I'll tell you why. Because it is all rough terrain. So you can just and according to the rules in the book you can literally have any facing when you're done moving.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. So
that's
literally,
fine.
yeah.
I just meant in
Yeah, I
general.
get you. Yeah.
I just want them to kind of hook in a little bit. And that's where I start having the problems.
Now inside these woods, these heavy woods, is the visibility is down to 6 inches. Is that right?
3 inches, I think.
3 inches.
Yeah. The guys behind them, the Texans, are going to try to move through the Floridians and do the same exact thing instead of them.
Yep, snake eyes.
Oh, but I have to roll to see if I can pass through the line. So they'll move up,
Yep.
like right behind them.
And you need to get is it a 3?
3 up.
Yeah. There it is. So you can pass through normally.
So that was 1 move, basically, because that was 1.5 inches. And then basically that would be another one. and then they have one more. That's gonna be their move. Those are the guys that failed last time, weren't they? We're gonna move the
Which one failed,
I
or
don't
did
know that I
anybody
even-
fail? Who failed over here?
No one did over there. They failed over here.
Oh, that's right. Well, no, I mean this turn because I thought you rolled a 9.
Oh, they failed.
Okay, so then you shouldn't have been. Is this it's not part of the same brigade?
Oh,
Yeah, because they shouldn't have gotten to move.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
See, we told you guys earlier we would make mistakes.
That's fine. That's a small mistake. We caught it too. Those guys on the edge over there. They're going to.
I guess I could have deployed that sideways, considering that it's not.
I'd say you would have gotten a -1 for that though.
Yeah. My main concern was avoiding the big guns moving up and shooting at me.
I'm debating on if I want to charge them because they will get
Closing fire. Well, will they? Because we determined we weren't being able to shoot.
I mean, I think they could shoot. I mean, because it's meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Like it's meant to be just kind of a way to represent it.
I mean, honestly, the way your dice are rolling right now, if you just chose not to charge them, it would be silly on your part because everything's.
Here's the thing: if I charge them, I would need 9. I need 2 moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could do it. Yeah, you're right.
So I mean, honestly, and guys in the chat, tell John if him charging my artillery over here is an unwise move. I think it's wise because when Jerry Reed, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that country singer, he was the snowman in the Smokey and the Bandit movies. He said, "When you're hot, you're hot." And right now, John's pretty hot.
Yeah, they're talking about.
That's old Andrew hijacking the chat about K-47.
Okay. I think I see a few more heads popping in. Hey guys,
welcome.
If you haven't said anything, go ahead and pop in the chat and let us know what's up. Coffee or tea, baby, coffee or tea. So, over there, I'm going to charge those cannons or attempt to do so with my horsies, and that's 2 moves.
That's what you needed.
So they're just gonna.
Told you. When you're hot, you're hot. So stop them. Yeah, go ahead and put them base to base.
Yeah, but you are gonna fire at me.
It is a 6-gun battery, so I will get 5 dice, and I need point-blank range. So I'm hoping that I'm not going to say anything because I know what happens when I say I hope, and I know what happens when I say that I should or shouldn't have something happen. It is point-blank range. I got 5 dice.
Do you shoot? What point do you shoot at? I guess.
Yeah, it's actually point-blank.
Yeah.
Closing fire is resolved at point-blank. Which is, if you'll remember, that's why in that one game we played a while back, the one highlight that I had was when you charged with the Tigers and got obliterated. Right. Let's see here. So we're looking at, just to make sure that I'm correct, shooting to hit modifiers, +1, or closing fire. Yep, so 5 dice hitting on 3s.
Yeah. Oh boy, I might have just gotten my...
Okay, so that is all 5. Now looking at your morale saves. Save modifiers. You are -2 because you were hit by artillery at close or medium range.
Oh no. Okay, so I've got, 5 saves to make it -2? So they've got a stamina value of...
Probably 3.
What's the regular cavalry? Is it 2 or 3? I think it's 3, right?
Yeah, it's 3 because... Are you looking for morale?
Morale, that's what
morale's
I would say.
4.
Morale's 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I made 1 then. So they take 4 casualties.
You had a 6 and 2 4s, I thought. Because you're looking to roll 4 or higher, right?
But it's -2.
Oh, that's right. I see what you're saying, yeah.
So I only got 1, which was the 6.
Yeah.
Which means they are 4...
Well, they hit the break test.
Yeah, which they'll do with the...
I think
end of my shooting phase?
I think you do it now because it was during shooting. But let me check.
Well, we're not in the shooting phase yet.
No, you're right.
Yeah, so I really don't know.
You didn't get...
I don't know. I'll go ahead and move my other...
Yeah, do the other stuff, and then because that comes up last, and I will flip through here real quick to see if I can find...
So those guys over in the corner there are going to march all the way up the road, and they can. 6. guns are going to do the same thing back there. I get 2 moves. These guys are going to try to move into the woods. +1 for being in a march column. And they are good. I should have said, turn to a line, then move in the woods.
Continuing to roll these crazy high numbers.
And that's all my stuff.
Okay, so according to what I just came up with, Chargers who suffer so many casualties from closing fire that they are shaken must take a break test counting the unit as engaged in combat. If the result of this test is to force the unit to retire, then the Chargers are moved back the requisite distance without hand-to-hand combat being fought.
Oh, so we do take the test.
So take it as when you had how many casualties? 4?
4, so I have a -1 to this.
You'll have a -1, yeah.
So, -1 to a break test for my horsey boys. Yeah, I think that's good.
I'm not. There's not even really a point to look, I guess, because you got to go 4 or lower usually to run.
Yeah.
I just want everybody in the stream to see this. This is what happens to me in these games. Whether I'm the attacker or I'm trying to defend and turtle shell up, John just completely gets what he needs.
So
that artillery is going to be toast.
Probably, but my cavalry's probably not going to stay for long after that.
Well, if I can't move anybody, it will.
So
I'm not even going to lie. The wheel is already sapping out of the energy of the Union troops. Because this is... when you continue to have these setbacks, this is why we continue to fire generals. I got nobody to help. I guess we're just going to give a brigade order to... just to these 3 infantry regiments.
Hey, Mikey. James Young says, thanks to our showcase the other day, he had to order himself a starter set.
Nice.
Cheers, brother.
Congratulations. Cheers. I'm going to give a brigade order to these guys. I want everybody to just advance out of the cornfield and form up. Honestly, I want them to get with... if we can get within point-blank range, I want to get within point-blank range.
Okay.
So, I'm going to go ahead and roll a 12 here to blunder. Oh, there's an 8, so I get 1 move.
But you got to reroll, though, right?
No, because they're not close enough.
Hmm?
You got to be within 6 inches of the guy, because the full-scale game is 12.
Yeah, where's Meade?
Meade's right here.
Are they not within 6 inches?
No, he's right here. This is my brigade commander's over here.
Oh, I see.
Yep, so I get 1 move.
Oh, you should have moved him over.
Well, I lost the entire brigade, and there's not really a point in it at that point, you know what I mean? We're still getting used to these generals as well.
Oh, we did this wrong. You're not moving.
Yeah, you're supposed to shoot, yeah.
We're still stuck in... So that didn't happen. You'll get another chance. Sorry, we're still stuck in Lord of the Rings. I forget this is an I Go, You Go game. It's different. Okay, so shooting. Only thing I have that can even shoot at anybody, I think, is just those cannons, right? Because what? It's 12 inches on our
rifles.
rifles.
We got 3-inch move over here, 12-inch muskets. 12-inch rifled muskets. Everybody's out of range.
So I'm just going to go ahead and plop a shot at those guys right there in the front.
Yep.
Not sure which regiment that is. Those colored troops?
No. Those guys are over here. This is the, I think that's the Indiana. Gotcha. No, that's the 20th Maine.
So these cannons are going to shoot at those guys, needing a -1 because it's overhead, and then minus probably 1 for being at long range, right?
Probably.
Yeah, definitely.
So needing a 6, which he will get. I'm calling it now.
That's not a 6.
Okay, so then that was your shooting.
Yeah, now fighting over there.
Yep.
So I have not used cavalry before this game, so how many dice do I get?
6.
6?
Yeah, 7 if you give them multiple weapons.
2. Well, I would have assumed I would have done that.
Yeah, but I didn't give mine either, so...
So what? What do they have if they don't have multiple weapons? Just
6.
pistols and swords?
Yeah, just the normal weapons, yeah.
Well, the reason I ask is because...
Like, I mean, you don't need it.
If they were to dismount.
Yeah, you just have whatever you got. Yeah, it's an upgrade. Like, it's like 4 points, or... No, it's 2 points to give them multiple weapons.
Oh, well, okay. So 6 dice, and then needing attack value.
Should be 4s.
Just 4-ups, yeah. Duh. Just needing 4-ups, that's 1, 2, 3. Only 3. So what is your attack value on those guys? Probably 3, I think. Maybe 2 or 3. Actually, I think artillery get like a little bit of a bonus because
I don't think they do. I've got it written down.
Yeah, it's on the little chart.
I've got one I wrote down the other day. They have one hand-to-hand dice. So.
Oh, never mind.
Wow.
So
keep it coming. Keep
I
it
did
coming.
3, and I don't think there's any negative to those. I think
Uh,
I forgot my +1, but I rolled too low on the other ones anyway. You get a +1 for charging, by the way.
Yeah.
I know I'm probably rambling.
Target within woods, hedgerows. Okay, on your infantry attack column or hit by artillery. Target march column. No, I don't see anything.
How did we come up with the units we wanted to paint them as? I will answer that question in a second.
So just needing 4s. So I saved 2 and I took 1.
And then
So-
I need to take a save, right?
No, I rolled a 1.
Oh, I don't know.
Of course, I rolled a 1. I'm
So-
just glad one of my units saved.
You do have to take a break test, but there's no minus.
I got 2 morale on that.
Yeah, and you failed 2, right?
No, I got 2. I passed 2.
Oh, I thought you said you failed 2.
No, I got 2.
Oh, so you just have one marker then, right?
Yes. Now we determine who won that combat.
It'd be me, right?
Well, no, because you gotta count supporting units that are within range.
Oh, you're right. So actually, you're winning.
Well, you dealt 1. It's how many wounds that are dealt, correct?
Yeah, I dealt 3.
Well, you dealt 1 because I saved the other 2.
Yeah.
So you dealt 1 to me, and I've got 1, 2, 3 units that can support.
So we're tied.
Well, it puts me, yeah.
Because is
Let's do 1, because you only had 1 go through.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're winning.
So now you will take another break test and this right here will just be your normal break test because you don't have any extra casualties, and those reset at the end of each turn.
They do reset.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're just at your normal break test at this point.
Jeez, the fact that you did so much damage to them, they might run. Oh wow! I don't even think that's whipped. I think that's just gone.
Let's see. I can, that'll be something that'll be.
I think it's
good for
very
the
back.
spirits. It'd be good for the spirits of the Union boys.
I think my cavalry is just gone.
Hand to hand cavalry.
Should be a 4 was the result?
Infantry cavalry, yeah, the unit breaks and deemed destroyed, removed. Okay, but we don't do that, we're whipped.
No, whipped is if you...
No, whipped is what we do in Glory Hallelujah, remember? It's the rule that takes place of just being off the table.
I'm pretty sure if it's destroyed, they're destroyed. I don't think you're whipped when you're destroyed. It should say on there.
No, yeah, if it would normally break it's now whipped.
Okay.
Because that's what that said, 4 or less, the unit is broke and is deemed destroyed. But in Glory Hallelujah, it says...
yeah, but isn't the result that says broken instead of destroyed?
I don't think so. I will
The next one.
humor you.
Please do.
No, the unit breaks and is deemed destroyed.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so you are just now whipped. So essentially, for the rest of the game, they cannot advance towards me. They cannot charge me. And any order you give them, they are suffering a guaranteed -1, which... In terms of this game, they don't leave anywhere, but that will count as a destroyed unit for me, which will
Yeah.
okay.
2 points. So
Yep.
for those guys coming in, we decided so instead of playing the normal rules, which is just when the units break, one side breaks fully, you win. And I'll answer that question in a sec. It's 2 points for a broken brigade or unit.
Mm-hmm.
1
And
point
one for shaken.
for a shaken unit, and then 1 point if you control these farms.
Yep.
Now, to answer your question, James, how did we come up with the units? Well, it's simple, really. We looked at the flag sheet. The units we didn't already know who they were. We went ahead and just did some research, and then, decided what ones off the flag sheet we wanted, and then a few of them were a little more unconventional, like the 5th Georgia Rifles, which aren't on the table that I did. I took a Georgia flag and then put the number 5 because that was their standard. I thought those were cool because they had green uniforms, the Georgia Clinch Rifles.
Yeah, they wear green uniforms, but they're yellow. They got yellow bellies.
But no, honestly, like, most of the stuff just comes on the flag sheets you'll see in the starter box.
Now, I did tweak a few things in my time of research.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they've given us the 54th Massachusetts, but I can't just put... I just can't put the boys from Glory on the table by themselves, and I want to have an entire brigade to get their special rules. So I've looked up some of the other flags, and most of them look close enough together to where this is like the 54th Massachusetts, and that's the 55th Massachusetts. When it comes to the other units, I've been kind of taking some liberties with the flags and the transfer on the flag sheet to completely fill out my Irish brigade. But a lot of it is just you either go off the flag sheet, like John was saying, or as John had said as well, you kind of pick the flag that looks the closest to what you like, and maybe you've done research and you want to go with it.
Yeah, and there's also some really cool Facebook groups for black powder, especially ACW even, where they will put they'll make little flag transfers for your guys if they're not on the official sheet. So I would say join those groups. Go look on Facebook if you're on there, and see if you want to join in on those and get on that action. But yeah, it's really simple. Honestly, we just kind of the history speaks for itself. Tyler likes to say the dice tell their own story. Well, the history speaks for itself, right? So also check out uniform guides. I looked at some Osprey uniform guides. But anyhow,
question.
Your move phase, command phase. What's up?
Can I give the order to this artillery? Do I need to give an order do you want me to give them an advance order so that I can change their formation? Because right now, like I said, I set them up like an idiot behind each other.
Go ahead if you want to, but I said they could shoot, so that's up to you.
Well, if they can shoot like they're in a regular artillery brigade, then I'm going to pull a sneaky, and at the very last order, I'm going to try to do a rally to try to pull that one stamina marker off of them.
Okay.
But I'll do that after I fail this. I'm just kidding.
Move?
Yes, well, he's got to come last.
Yeah.
He's got to come last.
Yeah.
Okay. So, starting over here, these guys have been my troopers. They continue to do what I ask them to do.
Meanwhile, mine don't.
Yes, that is correct. I want to make an advance. One move. I just want one move and an advance.
One move?
One move.
Because...
That's all I need.
Well, remember, before I let you...
No, I know. It's not about shooting.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just making sure.
No, yeah, you're right. I get one move.
Sorry, I keep poking my face in the camera.
It's like Ace Ventura in when he's looking through the little door peek holes.
So, yeah, Wargaming New Historical says it's certainly a great flag sheet. I agree. I wish in their expansion sets they would have come out like for instance with the cavalry, and we actually reviewed them on our channel, so go look at that. The flag sheets are the same as the infantry, which kind of annoyed me because I was excited to get some new banners for them. On the Union sheet, they actually give you cavalry pinions, but the Confederates don't have any. Now, I don't know if that's... I'm not the biggest Civil War buff, so I don't know if that's because they didn't use those. I don't know. But Warlord didn't give them to us, nonetheless.
All right, so I'm going to give an order to these guys. I want them to move to the cross... No. I'm trying to think. I don't want to have to shoot overhead.
Remember, I said 2/3 of the unit. If it's outside.
Well, what I wanted to do is, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to shoot overhead. I'm going to do the brigade order again for these 3 units.
Okay, so you want them to move up as far as possible.
I want them to make. I don't think I need to move up that far. I need to get within range to start shooting. So I just want to get them. I want to get the 20th Maine on the road here, and everybody in sequential order behind them.
Okay.
8, just what I needed.
Yep, perfect. So if you guys are new, so I see some other heads coming into the stream. Welcome, guys. I'll ask you the same thing I've asked everybody, coffee or tea. And then on top of that, if you're new to this game, a lot of you probably aren't, but some of you maybe are. Actually, we know at least 2 of you are. Right now we're giving orders to our guys. It's the command phase of Mikey's turn.
I don't think I'm going to give any more, yeah, hold on. Yeah, I don't think I need to leave. I don't need to do anything crazy with these guys. I think I just want them to make one move up here. And they'll get a +1 to that because they're on a road. So that's good.
Oh, wow.
So they made one move like I asked them to. They've grown tired of me continuing to browbeat them. They are all responding swimmingly now. The confidence is swelling in the boys in blue.
Whoa, hold on. When did I say cavalry wrong?
Did you say cat? What was it? Say it wrong?
Yeah, Dane was saying I mispronounced cavalry. I didn't realize I did. Maybe it's just not coming through on the camera because I'm so nasally.
You talking about like the difference between like the city of cavalry and then cavalry?
Maybe cavalry?
I know there's a correct way to say it.
Horse guys.
Yeah.
Guys on horses.
But I butcher the English language anyway. The last order that I'm going to give for my brigade commander is I want to give a rally order to the guns. So I need to roll an 8 or lower. We did it.
So that gets rid of a.
Yep. So he'll join their unit, and if I'm not allowed to do that, somebody tell me.
Yeah. Oh,
but for the time being, he's rallied to pull that stamina marker off. Now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Meade. Where do I want to send him though? Because I feel like wherever I send him, somebody's going to mess up. I think I need him over here more. Meade's going to move within range there. And now I'm going to do my shooting. You are still at mid-range. So starting on this side, my 6-gun 12-pounder is going to take 3 shots. I'm pretty positive at mid-range. Because it's 5, 3, and 1. And they're going to shoot into the backs of those scallywags that are retreating off the field. Yep. Or do I? No, I don't want to do that.
There's no point.
No, I mean, because it's not going to get... Because I've already got the 2 points.
So you can shoot over them.
I could shoot over them, yeah. But that's going to put me at long range, which needs
Although,
a 5.
Nick units would still block line of sight, right? Because they're blocking line of sight.
That's what I'm saying. It would be overhead and...
Well, but I mean, I'm saying I don't know that you could even target them because they're blocking the line of sight there.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean...
Oh, well, you'll be able to target them next turn.
Yeah. Okay, and just for semantics, I'm going to do this because it's bothering me.
Okay, that's fine.
This was what we talked about earlier, guys. We had already determined that even though I had deployed them base-to-base long ways, that we were okay with them being an actual battery and shooting. So, as it stands, I'm not going to shoot there, but they've pulled theirs off. Going into the next round of shooting, I think I'm going to pump some shots into the Tigers. And I've got a 24-inch range, so you're just beyond half range. So that's going to put me to 5s to hit. But, yeah, so it's that's still at long range, isn't it?
Yeah.
Long range, so it's 5. It's 5? 5?
Yeah, just 5.
Nope. Okay.
It's not a 5.
Not a 5. And these guys are out of range. So the 20th Maine is going to fire their shots into the Louisiana Tigers. And we're needing 4s.
Yep.
It's just 3 dice, right?
Yep.
Because 4 is poured on if you've got smooth bore when you're close. So I got 1 hit.
So I take a test at 3 or 4 up.
Yeah.
Ooh, missed the tray.
There it is.
4 up. You're okay.
So then that goes to the end, and then we have no more melee. So that should be it. Goes to you.
My command phase. Where my die? There it is. Tape measure. Oh, we got a comment before I do that. I honestly haven't played in 2 years. Oh, they're talking about X-Wing. Gotcha. Andrew was in the chat talking about X-Wing. Okay, so I'm gonna save that for last because he's so far away from him now. I might have boned myself over there a little bit, but that's okay. So the first thing I would like to do. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Well, I'll tell you what I can do. This is going to be an interesting play. It's going to have to force a decision from you. I'm just going to move them up in line if I can manage it right there. That would be the Floridians there.
Blunder!
Oh, wow. We got to roll on the blunder table. Okay. All right. So
you know, I'm going to say this. We've never had... Well, I've done it once.
Yeah, so for all you bolt action fans out there, a blunder is basically a foobar.
Yep.
So we got to roll. I'm going to go ahead and roll the die, and then we'll figure out what it does on the foobar table. So that's a 5.
And then, just like everything in this game, you kind of want to be high. 5 is move forward. The unit will attempt to make 1 move on its own front, making 1 move into its own front quarter as far as it can go. If the enemy unit presents itself, the unit can charge if the player wishes. So you make 1 full move.
That's not quite what I wanted, but it
I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Basically, my goal there, it's a friendly game, so I'll just tell you since we're still learning. Basically, my goal there was if I had been able to get them up here, that would have prevented you from charging me.
Well, I'm not going. Yeah, and I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, but
I learned my lesson charging cavalry in this game.
Yeah, but you could still do it if you wanted to.
I can.
Yeah, so.
But like I said, when you have to factor in supporting units and all of that mess, like it's almost suicidal to charge with Civil War cavalry.
Yeah, I was hoping to get a sneaky on those cannons, but I didn't. So Now, that's all one brigade there, so can't move them. But I'll be able to use leave after.
Dane's got me thinking now. I have to type it up and see if I can pronounce it correctly.
These guys over here on this road, I'm going to give them an order to change into a line.
Cavalry. Cavalry is cavalry is the cavalry is the horses.
Cav, C-A-V.
Yeah.
A-L.
Yeah, like cavalier.
Yeah,
yeah,
cavalry.
So then, like, Calvary is the city.
Maybe I was saying Calvary on accident.
Yeah,
Cavalry.
maybe it's just your southern drawl.
That's true. Cavalry. There you go.
Yeah,
Dan.
see, as you guys will, as John said, I'm indecisive. I doubt myself. You could tell me, Mikey, the sky's a wonderful green today, and I'll say,
huh?
What? I always thought it was blue. Let me go check that out.
So over there, those guys in March Call, I want them to go into a line and then move forward and try. If they end up being able to pass through the horses, but I don't think they will. So, and they're gonna sit. They're gonna do nothing. They're gonna do none of that. Is what they're gonna do. So that was a failed order.
What size force does a stand represent? So essentially, in this game, Dane, you they send you with enough models for 5 stands, 1 command stand, and then 4 others, and that's supposed to represent a full-size regiment. But we've lined these up on the table, and my table's not big enough to line up using what they send. So what we've done is a little bit of research at other channels, and what we've noticed is, for instance, I don't know if you can see what I'm pointing at. This right here, we consider that a regular size regiment. So that would be your typical 1,000 men. So I guess you could break it down in this sense, just split those by a third.
Yeah,
but
about 300 guys per stand, and a unit would be 3 stands.
Yeah, and I think we're doing a large regiment is 4 stands, which what we do is it coincides with how many stamina markers the actual unit has. So normally these guys would have 3 stamina markers before they start to get wavered and want to run.
Yeah, so you don't pull stands off. Like if he were to take a wound, you don't do that. It's you just kind of we actually use pin markers from bolt action to keep track of how many stamina hits they have, because it's not so much representing wounds as it is the unit's ability / will
confidence,
to fight, right? So it's a little more abstract this game is than say something like bolt action, but it's also way larger scale, so it's tit for tat. So I've failed everything. The only thing I can do left is give an order to a unit that hasn't gotten one in the usual way with Lee. Mm-hmm. So both of these guys I will be able to and actually them, because that supersedes the brigade failing, so to speak, right? Because these regiments have not received orders. So
now that you mention it, I do think I saw that in one of our contemporaries' videos.
Uh-huh.
I feel like, and again, we could be wrong here, but we're going to make the executive decision. If you have a regiment that did not receive an order because of a failure earlier, then your commander can give him that.
Yeah, because he's my general.
He can't because he's not a commander-in-chief.
But he is.
Yeah, but Lee is. So there's another advantage for John.
Well, I need it right now because it is not going well. Before I do that, I'm just going to get this whipped out of the way. So they've got to retire.
Well, they don't have to. Remember, whip doesn't mean you run. You just cannot advance on me. You can't charge me.
That's true.
And if you give them an order, you just take suffer -1.
So actually, they've got to sit there. Then.
Yeah, they kind of have to sit there.
Yeah, that's fair.
And now if you had passed that other order check,
then
you could have actually told them to turn around. Now they wouldn't have done anything, but again, it's line of sight blocking.
Right. Okay, I got you. Okay, so these guys, I just want them to move up into the forest as far as they can go. So they're pretty good.
What, 2 moves?
Yeah. Just kind of like, just gonna shove them a little bit so they can fit.
That'd be 3 moves. Because you gave it with Lee, that's 9.
9, 6. So I would have needed a 5.
Well, no, because you start at 9.
Yeah.
And then you would have gone down 3. Once you go to 3, once you go down below 3, like 3 below, that's like your full thing.
I thought it was for every 2.
It's literally like if you equal it or 1 below, that's 1. If you equal it or if you go 2 below, that's 2. If you go 3 below, anything below 3 is like 3 moves.
Well, I've lost my mind then, so I'll just move up a little bit more. Cool. And then those guys, same thing. Just I want them to move up in line with
so they
just
get 1 move. Yep.
And then I could order the tigers, but I don't know that I necessarily want to do that. I don't. So now I'm gonna shoot. The first shooting I'm gonna do is shoot these cannons overhead at those guys. So I think we established a need of 5, and they might be within medium range now. or within half, I should say. I think they are. That's over my base.
Yeah, you're right on it. So you'd still need
So I get 3 dice now.
3 dice, but you still need to shoot overhead, so that's still a 5.
Still need 5s, but
Yeah.
I get 3 dice instead of 1. Ooh.
Welcome to the Union Artillery. If you guys need a job when things don't go right for the South, you guys can join us. That's how we shoot.
Okay, so now we established that you can't be in range if I'm not.
Yeah, you're definitely at 12.
I'm going to shoot my 3 dice sitting on 4s.
So
2 hits. Okay.
Okay. So I got a morale save of 4 up. I fell both, so we take 2.
But you are not
not shaken. Nope, we're not shaken.
I don't have anything else to shoot at you, so I'm not going to jinx you right now. We haven't gotten a disorder yet.
You just did, John. You just jinxed me. I'll never roll a disorder this entire game.
So let me check the chat here. I think I see some activity.
Okay.
Excellent info. Army of Dunland is my #1 army, and a Casa Doom army I'm working on. So we actually have both of those. So if maybe we need to get some of that. Maybe we could do Casa Doom versus Dunland on the channel for him.
Idea.
For James Young over there.
Although I don't see it going well for Dunland. Casa
Doom's rough.
is a hard nut to crack.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so starting over here, I want to move. I'm going to give a brigade order. Actually, you know what? First and foremost, dismounting is a free move, correct?
I don't know. I don't think it is. I don't know, Chad. Give us a second here.
Because I feel like dismounting cavalry is a free move. I read that somewhere.
Andrew said he's working on vetoes. Cool. So for you guys that are watching, how's it going? Is it palpable? Is it palatable? Because I you continue to interact, so that's cool. Hey guys, fan from the west of you in Lebanon, Tennessee. Lebanon, that's
not too far at all.
Love your vids. Gotta go to church, but I will catch up later. Brought this game still in box. I'm a novice wargamer. Well, hey, buddy. I know you gotta go to church, so I'm gonna give you a quick little shout out here. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a fan. We love you guys, and I hope you have a good service in church today, man. I know we're a little early doing this, but this is just the time of day we have.
I'm not going to pursue that any further. I don't see it. So I will start over here. I'm going to do the brigade order again with the 54th and 55th. I want them to advance if we can do it to get within point blank.
Okay.
So I'm going to need probably 3 moves, I think. Actually, no. If I can pass. Oh, that'll do it. That's a 5,
Nice.
which will actually give me 3 moves. I said I wanted to get within point blank.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, just keep moving. I'll let you have it if you fail or something like that.
I just want to order these guys to dismount. I'm going to take the order test, but John's going to determine real quick if I even need to.
Cool.
I just want the cavalry I want them to move up to the edge of this hilltop and dismount. And they blunder. So I'm praying to God that the dismount is a free move.
I don't command orders initiative. I don't moving artillery by horse, manhandling artillery. Changing formation? Would it be under changing formation? Sorry, chat. If you know, go ahead and keep it up.
Yeah, I will go ahead and move on. So we either get a free dismount, or we take the blunder. Because I'll only to give the order if I couldn't do it freely. Now, moving over to this direction here. I think I want to pass the New York Zoavs. I want to pass them through. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah. So here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do some orders. Actually, no, I'm not. Because that's a risk. I'm going to go ahead and make the only command I give out of this commander. I'm going to take him and use his movement to get into the unit of the Zoavs. And I'm going to do a follow me. He passes it. Which now they get to move forward with him at least one move. But I'm going to use that to pass through the 20th main in front of me. So I need to do a normal morale check, but I get to add 1 because it is my commander. Hold on, buddy. I'll take you outside in just 1 second. 1 second, bud.
We got an ornery puppy under our feet.
Yeah, give me just 1 second, guys.
Let's see. Love to see you guys try chain of command. Yeah, actually, we have talked about that. I would love to do so. I'm a little burnt on bolt action myself.
So it's actually, I can do this on a 2-up because the unit is fresh and has not suffered any casualties, and it has a commander with them. Awesome. So on a 2-up, he was trying, so we're going to pass through. I will come back to that in 1 second, guys. I've got to take my little guy in the house.
So,
That's
yeah.
for you, sir.
We got a puppy that needed to go out. So, how's the stream going, guys? Alright, folks. Kids are up. Time for me to go. Great setup on the stream. Looking forward to more. Yeah. That's the idea.
Okay. So we now make our 1 move forward to get in front of the main. And we're literally just going to march through. Clear the way, as the Irishman would say. Okay, and that's the only order that I gave that turn. So now, Meade is not a commander-in-chief. So he is just going to, I guess, he needs to move close enough to be within range of that brigade commander to give rerolls.
So, by
now
the way,
we can do shooting.
From everything I've seen, that is an actual order. Because
okay, so then they blunder. So I need to roll and see what happens on the blunder table.
Yep, so we had to check the cavalry to see if it was a free dismount.
Are you kidding me?
1? What is a 1? Oh,
that's going to be shooting me in my back. I'm pretty positive. I got to shoot at my own.
Uh-oh.
Got to shoot at my own people.
Sorry, it's in this. Yep. It's in this. Where is the blunder table? You don't use it that often.
No.
Quick reference.
We've now had 2 blunders in this game, though.
We have. Where is blunder? What the heck?
32, I think.
32. It is. Okay, a 1. Rapid retreat. The unit will attempt to make 2 moves away from the closest enemy they can see. They may not charge an enemy. Must avoid them. If no enemy is in sight, they make 2 moves toward their own rear. It's basically make 2 moves backwards.
Yep, so we move back 9 inches. Could have been a lot worse.
That's what got me into the game. A friend let me use his Minotaur. So they're still talking about Lord of the Rings. Heck yeah.
Okay, so that was them. I'll take that blunder. Okay, so now we go into shooting. You know, I guess technically I could have brought Meade as a commander-in-chief. It doesn't have any specifications.
Okay.
I just didn't do it.
I mean...
But it could have. He can't do follow me's, but he can do rallies.
Right.
Okay.
And he's got his reroll, too. Don't forget about that.
Well, not if I... Yeah, that's right, because he should have all the normal abilities of a regular general.
Yeah, and then you can use his
thing. Okay, so, shooting. Let's move on. I guess, again, over here, I don't know if there's a point in that. I guess I could, because I could force you to break and run further. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot at the retreating cavalry again. 3 dice, and I'm hitting on 4s. So there's the first disorder. But it is only 1, and it is at mid-range, so you will take 1 save at a -2, so you made it. So you didn't even, you don't even take...
I would need a 6.
Oh, that's right, you would have. So yeah, so they do now take a break test.
I think they're always considered broken for the purposes of break tests. I don't know why they wouldn't be.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So then they're just going to make a retreat.
And they can't do that because they're in the
way. They got to make 2, yeah.
So they got to go all the way back here. So they're out of the way now.
Okay. So now the Zoavs are going to fire their shots. And you obviously are within range. So we're getting 3 shots into the Louisiana Tigers. This is a Zoav v. Zoav. Basically, the Louisiana Tigers looked across the table and said, 1v1 me, bro. Oh my God, I got one.
We're using half inches as
So you
opposed to centimeters because we think it's just, I don't know, the ranges are a little bit better.
So you got one save with the Tigers from the Zoavs.
One toggle save? That's a save.
You in the great state of Maine, boy.
No, I was trying to emulate what's his name. LSU's coach.
Yeah.
What's
You talking
his
about
face?
Big Coach O?
Yeah. Go talk.
Go Tigers. Go Tigers.
Is that offensive? Is that PC?
No,
Can I do that
it's
straight?
totally PC. I mean, because if we can make fun of the way we talk, we can make fun of the way anybody talks. Okay, so now my 4-gun battery is going to fire into the Tigers. And it again, you've not moved them, so it's just the long range.
So it's
Five.
one die on a 5. No, on a 4. No, 5.
Because it is like I rolled a 2. So again, our cavalry in the middle of the table that's in the best position continues to do nothing. Now this is what I really wanted. We've got the point blank. It's not, well, we were supposed to be in point blank.
It's
Point blank.
It's
3 dice hitting on 3s.
Oh,
So 2
no.
and a disorder.
Okay. So this is the first time a unit's been disordered, so I cannot...
Yeah, this is what they were doing online. We can, or you could...
There's no way they can see that on the stream.
That's true. So yeah, put the smoke with them so that people can see that they've been...
Yep. Smoke for disordered. They are confused, confusticated, and I cannot give them an order now. And so
take 2 saves. There shouldn't be any modifiers.
Yeah.
So you passed 1.
So I passed 1 save, but
Here's
the other goes on.
You've got the other modifier.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
can get another one.
So they won't be able to take an order. Now, yeah, and they can't, yeah. So, yeah, okay. I mean, it is what it is.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I think that's it. There, we don't have any melee, so now it goes on to you.
Cool, my command. Well, no special rules, so I can't do anything about that.
So now, we are actually, do we know what turn we're on? Is it 3 or 4?
I think we're on like turn 4. Yeah,
Okay.
5.
Is there a certain turn limit we want to go with?
I'd say we just kind of go until we hit about, let's see, right now, we're at 10:30. So I'd say like, if we're not done by noon or so, just cut it off.
That works.
Because we're getting into the thick of it now.
Noon Eastern Standard.
Comment here. English measurement systems were designed by bleeped out word witches.
Yeah, basically, you measured the king's foot. Whoever was the king at the time, his foot was the actual foot measurement. Is that right?
And by the way, the reason we didn't use the centimeters, it's not that we have anything against centimeters, it's just that, like we were demonstrating at the beginning of the stream.
My tape measure doesn't have centimeter markers on it.
Yes, that's true.
So I just, you know what, we're going to go easy.
But also, like here's, for instance, 24 centimeters is right there. Yeah, because that's 10, 20, 24 centimeters is that. 24 inches.
That don't seem right, though.
It is, though, because look, that's the centimeters.
That's wicked, dude.
So that's 24 for the cannons versus 24 inches. Right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so to me, it doesn't.
Yeah, okay. So 12 inches would be the rifled musket. What's the 6 centimeter mark from your? Mark your 6 centimeters from, 12 centimeters from the Tigers.
12 centimeters would do that.
Wow. Yeah.
Which at that range isn't that big of a difference because then like 12 inches is just that, right?
Yeah, it almost cuts it in half.
But when you start going like here's 60 centimeters, right? From like say rifled.
Yeah,
cannons,
from your rifled parrots.
But that's just 24 for what we're using for these in general.
The difference gets so much bigger as it goes.
Yeah. So we've got Andrew. If you want to send that, okay, just checking chat. All right, so my orders. Sorry, we're trying to balance. We're new. We're not professional streamers.
I've got a second question. Hard hitting.
What's up?
Every now and then I like to indulge in a nice root beer. Do we have any A&W fans? Or please tell me you're not Mug.
I like their cream soda.
Yeah, well, I just I just like A&W better than Mug or any of the other brands.
That's fair. So, my orders. They can't do anything. This is not looking good for me right now, I think.
Oh, don't worry. I have George Meade in control. He will find a way to lose this.
I'm going to give an order to those guys to just... I think I can do it in one order. Just move up and kind of do that.
Mm-hmm. Fan out.
Yeah. Okay, they failed that. So they're gonna sit there with their thumb in their rectum.
Rectum? damn near killed him.
Those guys, I really need them to pass.
You do need them to get up there and
I'm gonna have them go into a line, and then just kind of move up and try to get in range of something to shoot.
Yeah, because they could cause problems. There it is.
That's great. So, bam. They turn into a line, and then we'll go 6 inches, basically like that. And then, yeah, I guess just into this area.
Now this is it's gonna be painful, because like you're gonna do damage to whoever you shoot at. But you're gonna be those guns.
I said that. So
those guns are gonna hurt. Hopefully those guns will hurt when you do.
These guys don't have to move.
Yeah, they're done moving now.
Is it 12 or 6?
You talk. Yeah, well, normally it's 12, but it's 6 by our range.
So they get a -1. No, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, unless Lee.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and give the order with Lee. So everybody's gonna sit where they are except Lee. So now all my regular orders are done. No, I take that back. I'm gonna try to move these cannons over here, but they've got, my goodness, they've got -4 to the roll.
Watch them make it though. Snake eyes.
Yeah,
nope.
It's not even close. Okay, so now I'm going to get my orders with Lee because I'm done with my regular orders. These guys are just going to try to move down to the edge of the trees, kind of actually something like that.
Yeah, you don't have to. That's the beauty of this game. Like, you don't, as long as none of your stands are beyond the range you're allowed, you don't have to tell anybody what you're doing. You can literally position any way you want.
That's fair.
As long as no stand goes beyond.
So, I got an 8, so 9, so it's just one move.
Yep,
right?
one move.
Heck.
So you got a 3-inch move. Still in the woods.
I might be able to see out of now, though. Because what? It's 3-inch visibility, so I can see there.
Yeah.
And there, but not actually.
There's just too much. Yeah, there's just too much there.
Yeah.
Now in the Civil War, I don't know if Black Powder does it in Civil War. If you bring sharpshooters, you can shoot officers out of. But then you basically just roll the dice. So I would roll the dice to find a replacement. Yeah. And it's like a D6 roll determines what kind of replacement, you either get one that's as good as, or one that's better, or one that's worse.
So those guys, as I joke to death, are going to move up behind them. Oh, goodness.
That's 2 moves. Well, that's actually 3 moves.
It's 3 moves for Lee. Oh, my God. I'm joking, guys. Say
Do we have a doctor in the chat?
Goodness. Lee's going to kind of move up. He's going to stay right where he is.
Dane's saying that, to be honest, he can't see anything. He can't tell the cavalry from the artillery. He can't tell any of the markers. It's just not close enough. I think we mentioned it. We mentioned it earlier in the chat. We're working on more camera angles. This is basically a beta test, but yes, we can attempt to. We can definitely attempt to make some changes.
I mean, I can try, since their stuff is over there. I can try to kind of maybe get this a little more down to earth. Now
Bear with us. Trying to get motion sickness. John's going to try to get a closer angle.
Yeah, let me see what I can do. Let me pop over to OBS so I can actually see in real time what I'm doing. Is that better, guys? Maybe? Should be able to tell a little bit better now.
Yeah, you can see the difference between the artillery, the smaller big wide rectangles as opposed to the long strips.
Yeah, the camera's having a hard time focusing at this angle, but is that better? I know we didn't know exactly how the battle was going to pan out when we first set the camera up, but now that we kind of know where everything is, like, can you see now? I think that one in the top's a little bit in the way. Maybe that should maybe make these a little smaller. I know we had some complaints earlier that they were a little too big, but I don't want them in the way, right?
Yeah.
You should be able to still see the dice like that.
I guess a lot of that also depends on what you're viewing it on.
Yeah, like maybe if it's a phone versus, say like an actual PC or whatever. Is that better? Yeah, now I can see the arty versus infantry. We will work on the top. Okay, cool. And you can still see the dice and everything?
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
So now you've done your orders. Now you go into the shooting.
Okay. So cannons right here are gonna continue to shoot at the same guys, and we established I get 3 dice now.
Yeah,
but I'm hitting
you should be at mid range.
Yeah, but I'm hitting on 5s because I'm shooting over my own guys' heads.
Yep.
And then also, no, I'm hitting on 5s. Oh my!
Again, I told you,
God.
if you ever get tired of wearing that gray uniform, you can come join the Union. We like to miss all of our cannon shots as well.
Okay. They can't see anything. They can, and they can. So, first we're gonna blast into them. 3 shots, just hitting on 4s. Boom!
There's a disorder.
Disordered.
I'm gonna need some of that smoke.
Here,
Well,
check
actually, I'll take it from here now because we know that they can't do anything.
Yeah, because it'll be at the end of their turn. So
2.
Disordered. And 2 wounds. Yep. No minuses.
Passed 1, failed 1.
So you got casualty marker on those boys. Who was that for? Did you already take one?
Yeah, that was. I moved ahead of them.
Oh.
Yep,
Gotcha.
I moved forward to get those guys out of the danger zone.
Oh, well, you did a good job. Then these guys are going to shoot into them.
Okay.
I want to shoot into the guys in the middle there. So 3 dice. And that's enfilade.
Enfilade, so you get to re-roll your misses.
Cool. Well,
So re-roll those 2s. So 2 hits. And my
regular save.
Do I need this? Is there a modifier though?
Check
John,
that, yeah.
For me being
Should be on
shot
the
at the side.
Should be on that little quick reference. I see people popping in and out of the chat or out of the stream, so if you're, just coming in, hey guys, how you doing? We're glad to see you here. Go ahead and say hi in the chat. Coffee or tea?
No modifiers. So.
All right, so you just got your regular.
Made 1, failed 1.
So they did break, or
Well, they're shaking now. Yeah.
They're shaking. So that's the only thing I have left to shoot. So they need to take their test with no modifier.
And that's good.
Yeah,
they
and
rolled a 10.
I know for a fact that's good. So they're standing their ground.
Yep. Okay, so that's all the shooting.
Yep, and
okay,
now it's your turn to
now
command
my turn.
stuff.
The Zoavs are disordered, so I can't do anything with them. I am going to order. We're going to charge the flank of these guys.
Oh no!
I believe. Now, do you get closing fire? No, only if I shoot charging the front arc.
I mean, so like, you kind of are, but I'm not going to count that because I'm going to say at least half the unit has to.
Okay, so we're going to give a charge order with the 55th in the front there. They need. Now, I guess here's the question. If I give a charge order, I have to turn around and give a move order for those guys. If I give a brigade order to advance on the enemy.
Unless they could all charge.
Yeah, they can't all charge. So then that's what I'm going to do, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, I'm going to give the charge order to the 55th. And we need... they're going to cancel each other out because he's canceling that out. So I need an 8. That's a 9, so they fail.
Do they have any... Yeah, they just...
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
It's fine. I mean, because charging is really hard in this game in the sense that you can really get in trouble. I'm going to turn this cavalry around. I can't because they are now...
Done.
Yep, that whole brigade is done. So going over here, I am going to... That's tough. They're not within... Are they within range of somebody? They are. The disordered unit can still make an initiative move. If it's within range of the enemy, it can retreat. But I don't think I can do that because I would have to do a passage of lines. But the commander's with them. You've put me in a pickle, John.
I don't know why you'd necessarily want to retreat. They don't have any, or they have 1.
Well, but they're disordered. They can still shoot though. So yeah,
they
that's right.
They take a minus
So I'll tell you
1.
what I'm going to do then. I'm going to go ahead and try to do a. I'm going to try to get these guys. I'm going to have them. I want them to just march over to here and line up.
Okay.
They're going to be taking. They're not within.
The guys in the back.
Yeah, these guys in the back. They're fresh units, so they'll do a passage of lines on 3. So we're just basically going to swing like a door. Swing like a door.
Yeah, and I'll say you might technically have to do 2, but I'm gonna say you'll have to do 1.
So ending an 8. There it is.
Bam.
So they would swing forward. They're going to move up like so.
Yeah,
right?
you definitely got enough move.
And then they have to take a morale test on a 3 to actually swing around through there.
Got it.
So as John said, we may technically have done that wrong because I may have actually needed to do.
Well, hell, you can just put them in front of that.
That's true. Yeah, they had enough movement.
Because I'd say they wrap around it. It's all right. Hey guys, I have to bow out. It's Andrew speaking here. I might make it back before the end of the match. I hope everyone enjoys.
Peace, Andrew.
All right.
So those, I think that's the Indiana has swung out to protect the flank of the main.
So guys, I have a question. What are you working on? Are you working on anything right now? Are you painting? Are you doing some building?
I'm going to move this commander to this unit to give a rally order. So he needs an 8 up. I really needed it though.
No.
So he doesn't actually join the unit. I rolled that and I was thinking to myself, if I was a dirty player, I would just bump the table and make it 2 fall. But anyway, Meade can attempt it because he has not. He's the last person to move.
He can do his rally, or can he give a reroll?
He can't do it. Well, I could do both.
You want to just reroll that order?
Yeah, let me re-roll that with Meade as his general rule.
All right, he's using his general.
He got it. So
now,
there's the 8.
Now it works.
So that guy joins the unit and pulls a stamina marker. So they're back down to 2 now. Okay. So now we go to shooting. The 55th didn't make the charge, so they're gonna.
Yeah, they can still pour it on, boys.
We don't have smooth boards, sadly though. So 3 shots needing 3s. So there's oh my god, 1 hit.
Failed. So they've got. Oh shoot! They're going to be taking it with a -1 this turn.
Okay.
Because remember they were shaken.
They were shaken last time.
Yeah, but I mean they're still shaken.
No, it goes. Oh, does it?
Well, now I've got a -1 because they stay at 3. They don't go below 3.
Oh, so they're broke?
Yeah.
I did not know they were broken yet.
It was on 3 unless
I don't think it was supposed to be.
No?
I don't think it was supposed to be. Because I don't think I hit that many. I may have done 2.
So then we'll say they're shaken this turn then.
Yeah, just because I may have done 2 the first time.
I might have bumped it up too many.
So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shoot with my artillery, my 6-gun battery into... Who is that? The Texans?
That's Mississippians.
Mississippians, boys. You guys made a bad decision crossing the Mississippi. Let me just say it. So 5 shots, hitting at close range, needing 3s.
5?
Yeah, that's the big gun battery,
God.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Come on. Okay, that one was actually, there was 3 hits, but I bumped that one over.
So now I'm
no disorders.
-2?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Because you're at
Okay.
close range.
All right. Nope, nope, and nope. Oh, wow. I got myself into a pickle here.
So they are shaken.
They are shaken. They've taken 3 casualties.
After they've done their shooting, I want to shoot with... Let's go ahead and stay on this side of the table here. To try to force them to run, I think I'm going to pour it on here with the... We're not within range, though, to be point blank.
So Dane said he's been working on his Rohan cavalry.
Absolutely.
Moved from the infantry to the cavalry, as a matter of fact.
I started with the horses first, myself. Dane.
He did. I remember that. Because the infantry's more like... At least we've never really used them in the list.
Well, I have discovered, though. I know competitive players don't use the infantry a lot, but I've actually had a lot more success when I use... God, I'm losing his name.
The Helmingas?
Helmingas, yeah, the Helmingas.
Or not Helmhammer.
Grimwald, yeah. Grimwald of
Grimbold.
Grimbold of Grimslade, yeah, with his Helmingas. I've had a lot of luck with those. Okay, so technically, I can see you here.
Yeah.
And you are in my arc.
You can shoot it.
So I can shoot at them. That's going to put me at a 3 up to get that. So I'm running the risk of needing 4s to get this because I'm thinking I could either force you to break a worse break test, or I could try to go ahead and potentially stun those guys.
There is the -1 for the tree.
For the trees, yeah. So it'd be 4s.
Yeah.
Because
And I'll be taking it too if I were to shoot at you.
Yeah. Oh, but there's a chance I run the disorder on them because you could charge me.
That is also true.
I'm gonna shoot at the. We're gonna shoot at the Louisiana or the South Carolinians.
Mm-hmm.
3 shots needing 5s. There, I got 1. Didn't get the disorder that I was looking for.
Save.
We saved it. Okay. Now I don't think the Zoabs can shoot, but they're gonna take the -1.
Yeah, for disorder.
Yeah.
3
so
shots.
3 shots hitting on 5s, shooting at the guys directly in front
Oh
of them.
my goodness.
And they disorder the Tigers and they give 1 hit.
Is it still a disorder because it's a -1?
No, it's just -1 to what you need, as far as I understand, right?
I have no idea if it still counts as a 6 or not.
Well, it goes from needing a 4 to a 5.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't know why I'm thinking my brain's messed up.
I believe. Let me look at that.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, you still got the 6. Okay, bam. Disordered and what? You rolled 1.
Yep,
Save.
saved it.
But they are disordered, which is not good for me. I just realized my arm's probably like getting in the way every time I do that. Oh,
Maybe,
well.
yeah.
Oh well. Sorry guys if my fat arm, it's not fat at all, but you know, my big stupid arm's in the way.
And I don't think we got any melee. We've done that shooting. I've done that shooting. Or I know I've not done that yet.
No, you haven't done
so. I need 1 shot, because again, I'm measuring again. But I'm going to shoot at the Tigers again, needing 6, I guess, because it is shooting overhead and over half range. Nope.
Yeah.
That is all my shooting.
Wait, you're not shooting overhead, are you?
Yep, from here into the Tigers.
It's 50% of the unit.
Yeah, you're covering like.
Well, the 50% of your units aren't in the way though. That's what I'm saying. Or yeah, mine. Like, you can see 50. So you needed a 5, so I'll give it to you.
Okay, so I got a 5 there.
So, but it's only -1.
Yeah, -1 to your morale save.
They couldn't have gotten any worse. So
1 stamina marker.
You're definitely pouring on. So now I've got to take a shaken with both of those guys. So we've got 1 for these guys right here.
James, I know you're still learning the game, but is there any rules or way things are done that you don't like or would maybe house rule one day?
Go for it, Mikey.
I wish there was. I think this is more of a gripe on the book, James. I wish it was more streamlined. But sadly, I think in my opinion, Warlord games in general, the books need to be more streamlined. I don't think I've got any kind of qualms with them. Well, I take that back. Here's the deal. This is the one thing I've got. I understand what they're going for. When you give an order to a regiment, for instance, these guys here, you fail that order, but then you've got another regiment from that brigade that is 12 inches away doing something else. You don't get to give them any more orders because, as the book says, the messenger with the orders has been intercepted. But in my brain, why are you sending one guy around to every single regiment? I think that's just silly to me. I don't know that it needs to be changed, but that one just gets stuck in my craw.
So by the way, that was their break test.
Okay.
They stand their ground.
Okay.
Now the guys over here, the Mississippians, do the same for them. And do they have 3 or 4?
They are at 3.
So
same thing for
same
them.
thing. Muy bien. My guys stand their ground, and I might be able to rally this turn, which is probably what I'm going to go for. Sorry for the late response to that comment there. I didn't see it a minute ago.
Yeah, I was just trying to get back over there and look.
Now that Andrew's not in the chat, he's not.
He's not keeping it going. Thanks a lot, Andrew.
Let's see. So my orders. Wow. That goes away, right? My orders. Here's what I think I want to do. I'm gonna give these guys an order to kind of just turn and face up with them.
Yep. That is probably 3rd turn in a row.
Ooh, okay, all right. Well, okay, all right, okay. They're gonna sit there. Who are these guys? Texans are not those big of cowards. Come on. All right. Let's see. Now I'm gonna give an order to. Can I give a rally order and also
The rally order has got to be the last order. Follow me's and rallies have to be the last order that commander gives.
Okay.
So you got to get everything else out of the way that you would like.
Well, I guess I'm gonna give an order to those guys to move up some so that they can hopefully get the hell out of the way of those cannons. And is that 6 inches? Like it's right on the corner if it is.
Yeah, I get you. So it cancels out.
For being shaken, they have a -1, right?
When it comes to orders?
Yeah. For their order test?
Yes, you're right. So it'd be a 7. I mean, there's no way you fail it.
I could.
Yeah,
no, because if I got a 6, which I did, so
no,
it's
you
a
need
7.
a 7.
So yeah, you're right.
You get one move.
I'm good. So basically what I'm going to do here is just try to move up, like I said, so that those assholes can't see me anymore. I mean, you'd say that the building's not blocking them.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
They'll have to make a 3-inch manhandle to get around to see you again.
Right.
But if they can pull that off, they will enfilade you at close range. But
Yeah.
it's a risky maneuver that you needed to make.
Now these guys, I guess I want to stay put. Those guys are also going to stay put. Then, now I've given them an order, so can I now rally them?
Salva's still here. Would it be possible to tilt the upper camera a bit down so we can see more of the table and less of the ceiling? You're talking about the one looking at us.
No, not really, because this is my laptop camera.
Yeah.
So not really. Unfortunately, that's just kind of got to stay where it is.
Till we get our setup figured
Yeah,
out.
we might be able to get another camera that's more dedicated for that, but no, at the moment that is not possible. So can I give them a rally now since they've already received an order?
Yeah, that's what we did earlier. Remember, I said something about asking if I could give the order
Got
to
it.
move. Yeah, so now you can move him up and give him a rally order. So his rally will his order bonus will cancel out to being within 12 inches of the enemy, so an 8 up. So you pull it. Yeah, you pull the stamina marker down. I don't think shaking would take effect on that because that's coming from him.
Right.
Like he's not ordering it from range.
Right. And then that is still there because I just got that last turn. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's
Yeah, don't forget. Well, he's already given his last order.
So,
Yeah.
all right. Okay, that's that. So shooting. I'll go ahead and get this out of the way.
No, do the artillery first.
Artillery.
Just get it.
Okay, at those guys.
Yeah, at the Zoab. So
So
you
3 needing 5s.
Yep, she's shooting overhead. There's 2.
2. So you're
And-
at a -1 or 2?
If you're at mid range, it's -2.
Okay, so you're -2.
So they fell both. They're now shaking. I've run out of those, so I've moved that dice to show that.
Here, I gotcha.
But they're not. Now at this point, we whatever else goes into them, we will actually have to determine. I'll take my break test after the shooting's done.
Cool. So now I'm gonna shoot at them again with the toggles.
So they need the -1 to theirs.
Yeah, because they're disordered.
So
They still got one.
So now I'm gonna roll to see if I can save it on a 4 up, and I continue to roll those. So we're at 5 or at 4 markers.
Okay, I like that. I like it. Now these guys, do they get a -1 for being shaken? I think they do.
So it'll cancel out the.
Oh, they're not shaking anymore because.
Yeah, you
I
rallied,
took it,
so
yeah.
now you're getting a 3 up.
And they're at point blank.
So yeah, 3 up.
Or is it you reroll? You get a +1.
No, you just get
Get a
the
plus
3
one.
up, 3 up, yeah. So
Ooh.
you get 2 and one's disordered.
Save
okay,
one.
so take 1. I need another mark. I need
Some
yep.
smoke right there. See what we've got here. Sorry, I had to step out there a moment. Did you read my last post? Yes, we did. You didn't. We didn't.
Okay, yes, I'll answer it again for you, James. Basically, for me, the only real gripe I've got is the idea that if you are giving an order to one regiment and you fail that order, and then you've got a unit that's halfway across the table and they can't take an order now because the one messenger giving the orders has been captured. Just the silliness of the idea that one guy is running around giving orders. I don't know. In my head, I picture you sending out multiple carriers to different areas of the battlefield. So I think that's silly. I get what they're doing, but it kind of does bother me. Do we have another marker, John, for this casualty marker on them?
Oh yeah. So for me, the only thing that kind of bothers me a little.
Yeah, it should just be the one.
So just some of the little tiny things like I don't know, just maybe we might find at some point that like dismounting a certain way we want to do it differently. But the game kind of encourages that. It actually says in the book like, hey, if you don't like something, just play it the way you want to play it. So I can't think of anything in particular right now, but we actually do plan on doing after we get a little more acclimated with the game a main rulebook review for Black Powder, and then also Glory Hallelujah for the Civil War kind of module. So we'll talk about it probably then. I would say.
But don't feel for me, Salva. This actually is not going that bad.
No,
this is not as bad as it usually is for me. Don't feel bad for me. I appreciate your concern.
Speaking of,
and Salva, I will not charge. I will never charge with cavalry again.
So now I think I've just got this unit to shoot.
Yep.
And to the side, I don't think it's enfilade.
Yeah, I wouldn't give that enfilade.
So 3 dice, but it's -1 because
so it's even 4s. Because,
it's +1 because I'm point
so
blank.
It's 4
but yeah,
inch, yeah.
But -1 because of the trees.
So 2 hits. And I've made 1, so they've got they've got 2 markers on them now.
So they are not shaky yet. And then I think that's all my. I mean, are they? Can they shoot?
Yeah, I mean.
Well, am I within range? I guess I have to be. I mean, I don't know. That's your call.
No, I mean I've been shooting at you, so you've got to be in range of me.
Well, I was just asking more about the arc.
I mean, if you're going off the front arc, if it's like that, then yeah.
Okay. So 3 4-ups.
So you got 1. Now we're untested, so I have to roll this to see if we save it, and then if we don't save it, I'll have to see how many stamina markers they have. So we don't save it. So now I roll this dice with a +2. This is actually the, and forgive me, but it's what they call the U.S. colored troops rule. It's untested +2. So they have 4 stamina markers. Yep. So it is considered, even though it's a regular sized regiment, it is considered a large regiment. So it has 1 stamina marker on it. John, if you can so kindly put 1 there. We have 3 more. We have we're ready to fight. We're fighting for freedom. And we are...
Mel Gibson's parts into them.
They can't take our freedom.
Honestly, that's the one thing I do like about having static edited videos is I totally would have put that scene from that shitty movie.
Okay, listen. When it comes to a historical standpoint, it's garbage. But... Mel Gibson had a flair for the dramatic, and when he rode his horse in that one dude's house...
Okay, with the mace and he stands over.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, yes, it's shitty for like historical purposes, but it's good for like other reasons. Okay.
So break test for them, and I think you're good to go.
Okay. Break test for these guys. These guys.
Yeah, them.
Okay, so they're going to take a break test at -2. No, -1, because we are at 4 instead of 3. So break test -1. That puts me at a 7. It should be in the book. Is it on the? Did you put it on the paper here? I don't think it's on this paper.
Oh, sorry. Which
7 should be good.
Yeah, it should be on that paper. One of them.
I've got sequence, command, movement.
Oh, there should totally be. I thought I put it on there.
I got passage of lines.
So what? You got a 7?
Yep.
For a shooting test, it's infantry. They hold its ground.
Okay, so I'm moving back to 3 because those do reset. And then it goes to me, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So, we are going to try again. Brigadier General over here is going to command his troops of the 55th Massachusetts to charge the flank of the rebels. Well, let me ask you this. Now that we've determined that I am in your front arc, that's considered a frontal charge, correct? Because we didn't do that earlier.
Yeah.
So, then if that's the case, I'm going to order these troops to just move, and this is an individual order. I want these guys to move up to here and form, well, they need to go, I want them to make 1 move.
They can go sideways.
I want them to move this way to get within where they can line up and on the facing of that hill within range.
You can do that. I won't make you take a passage of lines because that's easy enough. Boom.
7, so they do get it. They're just going to shift. They get a 6, well, they don't get a 3, they get a 3-inch move. That's the thing.
You got a 7?
Yeah.
So they'd be kind of like to there, basically.
Yeah. I should have had them move through the line, but either way.
Oh,
Now you're partially obscured, though. So if I take a shot, I can't shoot anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's got to be at least 50.
But they did pass, so now I'm going to order the cavalry to turn around, and I want them to come back up to this. I want them to turn around and make a move up here to the crest of the hill. They're going to take a -1 because he's more than, yeah. So it's going to be a -1 at, so 7 up. They make a 7, so they get to turn around and move back 4.5 inches this way. The cavalry's coming, boys. Now over here, I mean, it's really not that bad, actually. It could be worse.
No, I've taken a beating too. And you've already whacked one of my units out.
You are within range here for the Zoavs, where I think they're going to make a move on initiative. They're going to move back. One full retreat to the rear.
So it would be a... I don't think we took this into account earlier, but I think it would have been fine anyway. -1 because it's within 12 of the enemy.
Well, it's not an order; it's an initiative move.
Oh.
Yeah, well, even like shaking units can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're just going to make an initiative move because they're within range of the enemy, to where they can actually fall back one full move. They're going to have to take a passage of lines though, so it's going to be.
You got 3 up, right?
Well, it's your normal morale, but there may be something to do with it because they are shaken now.
No, I think it's just... no, I'm pretty sure it's just a 3 up.
I know 1 up is... No, it's your actual morale, so 4 up, right, is where you start. But if your commander is with you...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it adds 1, and if it's a fresh unit, it adds another.
Oh, okay.
But that unit it's shaken, so I'm looking to see... No, so it just needs to be a 4 up. Yeah. So the Zoavs do not. They basically rolled 1 less. The score is 1 lower, then the regiment halts in front of the regiment and it's tried to pass through it and is touching it. So basically just sitting here, yep. Which is fine. It is what it is.
Meat shields. You ever gonna do anything with those guys?
Well, yeah, if I continue, but I'm afraid to lose that order, you know what I mean? Because if I do that, because they're going to take...
Oh, because they're part of that brigade?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that right there would definitely be at least a 7 to take.
If it were me, I'd also try to move those cannons up some because I'm getting like triple the dice you are.
Yeah, but that's the problem. I'm trying to keep my guys from running off the table by rallying nonstop. So it's forcing me to... basically, whatever I do here is going to hurt. I guess they're okay right now. I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to give an order to these guns to... I want them to move up 3 inches and turn to face the flank of those rebs. And that is going to be... They get his benefit, but it cancels out. So I want one pivot, basically, to face those guys. I want them to make 1 move. We're good. So they're going to move up 3 inches.
That's bad for me.
And basically turn to face the flank of the rebels.
Oh, no.
Now, with the rest of his command...
Just so you guys can kind of see this. There is a unit of cannons just
12
point
pounders.
blank, which is really bad for
12
me.
pounders. So now what's going to happen is, if we can actually... If you want to leave that out of the way, we can move it for the time being, or we can leave it
turn
back.
it sideways. They can see.
There you go. So maybe you guys can see what's going on over here. The last thing I think I want to do with him is I want to give the order... I'm risking it, though. Either way, because I got to get within 12 inches in order to hurt those Louisianans to get more dice. So yeah, I want to give an order from him to these guys. I want them to move up to the edge of the cornfield. And I do get Meade's reroll, which I need. So the general gives me my reroll, and we get just enough. So they're going to manhandle it up here to the edge of the cornfield, which should put us in range of the Louisianans.
It does.
And then the last thing I want to do with my brigadier general is I want to... Do I really want to do that, though? Yeah, I think I want to do a... I want to pass the lines. I want to get in front of the Zoavs with my 20th Indiana. So we're not a fresh unit, so we're starting at 4, but we have the commander with us, so we need a 3.
Gotcha.
And we do. We pass ahead. This is where the Irish Brigade comes in handy, boys, because the Irish Brigade gives me an auto pass. Fa and Bala, I think is what they call it. It's clear the way, because I think what we're trying to do is what they call a, for God's sakes, move.
Yeah.
When you pass the lines.
Oh wait, there is a rule for that, isn't there? We totally just forgot about that. For God's sake.
Well, that's what we're doing when you passage the lines. Yeah, for God's sakes, move is what they call passage of the lines.
Gotcha.
In Glory Hallelujah, anyway. But then, like I said, the Irish Brigade has Fa and Bala, I think is how you pronounce it, and it just clear the way. Okay. I think I've done everything I can do to try to turn the tide here. Let's see what happens. Guys, in the comments, if you can tell me if you think I'm making the right moves, please, all advice is taken.
Decimating me right now. You're about to anyway.
Okay, so starting over here, I got the 55th is going to continue to shoot into that unit. 3 dice, needing 5s now because we are, well, we're not shaking, are we? No, we just got the 1 on us, so just needing 4s. Or 3s. No, 4s because of the woods.
Yep.
So that's 2 more.
Bugger. Is that PC? Is that like a cuss word in English?
I wouldn't call it that. Are you kidding me?
Let's go! But wait, do I still have to? Because they still have 3 markers. Do I still have to take a?
I don't know. Like
shaken.
I don't think you have to take shaken unless you take more wounds.
Yeah,
because you're just wavering on the edge.
I think every time you take one, you got to.
Okay. That's what I expect. Okay. So now I'm going to shoot with the artillery over the head of my guys.
So 3 dice.
Yeah, we're no longer at long range. So 3 dice, needing 5s.
Yep, because we're shooting overhead.
Oh, fell out of the box.
So that's 1.
So
Just
1. And it is
minus
at a
2.
-2, yeah.
Nope.
So continuing on that Louisiana Tiger unit, I want the 20th Indiana to pour it on. So that is, it's not a fresh unit. It's got 2 markers, but it's not shaken, so it's 3 dice hitting on 4s.
Oh.
We got 2 hits and a shaken.
Disordered, you mean?
Yeah, that's right, disordered, but possibly shaken.
So it's a -1 for being disordered to my morale, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Then I fail 1, so they are shaken.
Nice, okay.
So you did manage to rattle them.
So moving to this direction, I want to absolutely destroy these guys.
Oh, you're going to, because that's enfilading too.
Yeah, so I'm going to fire 5 shots, needing 3s into the side of the, would you say Mississippians?
Yep, Mississippi Queen.
This is where I want to sing. They ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles. They ran through the bushes just as fast as they could go. Okay, so.
Oh my god. Oh my.
All right, so 4 hits, and it's going to be
-6s.
Yeah.
Did you reroll that one? Because you're on Falada?
Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, so 5 hits, needing 6s.
Oh, dear. Goodness gracious.
So you save 1. So they got 4 more on them, which puts them up to probably...
A ridiculous amount, 6.
Okay, so they've got 6, but now... I want to go ahead, and the unit that's disordered... I'm going to go ahead and fire... Because here's the thing. If I fire at you directly in front of me, that's going to be -1 for being shaken. But that cancels out. 1. So it'll be still hitting on 4s.
Let me put it this way. If you fire them at them, they're gone. There's no way they're gone.
If I get hits. If I fire at them, I'm going to be needing 5s.
Yeah.
Because of yeah. So, well, no, wait a minute.
Yeah, because...
Point blank is 3, and then I'm shaking, which puts me back to 4 here.
Mm-hmm.
And there, I'm starting at 4, but I'm starting at 3, -1 for that, but then I'm shaking.
4, 5,
Now, I'm needing
6.
5s no matter what I do, right?
Yeah.
Because this is 3, but I'm shaking, so it goes back to 4.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where that stays. That would be 5s.
Well, no. 4, shaken, 5.
Point blank.
Point blank.
Go back to 4.
Yeah, I guess you do need...
So 4's here, 5's there.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I'm going to go ahead and I want to just pour it on. Maybe we can make the Mississippians run.
I think you're going to.
So needing 4s.
4s. Oh,
okay, so that's 3 more.
Yeah,
but you're just taking your regular saves.
They're gone.
So you saved 2. So we saved 1, so that puts you up to 8 now.
if there's any
No, listen. Yeah, this is what'll happen. If there's anybody that's going to do it, guys.
I don't know that it's possible mathematically, because I think I need at least a 7 on 2d6.
Yeah, you should. So I think
yeah.
that's all the shooting that I've got, though, because they fired and caused you to be disordered. They fired and didn't do anything, and then between these two units...
So I'll start with them. So they're shaken, but they don't have any modifiers. Well, -1 for disordered, I guess.
I don't think that counts towards it, though.
It's got to count for
no,
something.
No, the only morale save modifiers I see are -2 from being in March column.
No, that's morale.
Yeah, I mean, that's when you're rolling, the most troops have a 4 up.
Yeah, this is for the break test.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Let me look in the book. I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah. It says right here on the thing.
I was thinking somewhere else, yeah.
Per excess casualty disordered or
Yep.
suffered casualties from artillery for tests 1 or 2. Suffered casualties from artillery for tests 1 or 2.
Okay, so basically, if the artillery is what caused you to break, that's what I would read.
I
That
guess.
as.
Yeah. So anyhow.
So it's gonna be a -1.
Yeah. Oh.
And they're gonna run.
Oh.
They're whipped.
Wow. Yeah, they're whipped.
So those guys will make one full retirement.
I think it might be...
Now, James, if you're still in the chat, I will say one thing. You asked about the rules that we didn't like. One thing that I do like. The game requires you to fire at the closest possible unit, but some units like skirmishers or artillery, they have negative modifiers, which makes it harder to hit them, but the game allows for that and says if the artillery is the closest unit, you can choose another target. That as long as you have another viable target.
So these guys over here are going to be at -1 for disorder, because you disordered them a minute ago, we just didn't put it.
Yeah, I mean, even if you roll a 12...
-8,
yeah.
-9, minus 10.
So they're whipped.
Yeah, okay.
So they make a full retreat. Excuse me.
And then what happens to him? Does he just kind of...
That's a good question. I don't know that we've covered that. I think he just stays there.
Yeah.
I'm not... We may be wrong, but we'll deal with that later.
Well, he can always leave the unit, right?
Yeah, he can leave the unit at any time.
Oh, so I'm just going to put him over here. Screw it. Okay. So yeah, they're, well, we still need this because...
Are we, is the chat still going, guys? We're not getting any updates. Maybe it stopped.
Yeah.
Might not have any new comments.
I guess we just don't have any comments. If you're still there, let us know. And also, just take a quick intermission here between turns. How's it going? I know Black Powder's not everyone's cup of tea. I know that the stream's a little rough because we've just started. This is just a test, as the name says. But I mean, is it watchable? Obviously, if we were playing a board game, the camera would be a little bit closer and be a little more centered and everything, you know. Yeah, let us know how we're doing. Let us know, would you watch this if it got uploaded? Because I've got the DVR on, so we can upload this to the channel.
Yeah, if you enjoyed what you were watching and you want to see how it ends and you can't stick around, let us know. I mean, absolutely would love to upload it as something that, you know, might as well do it anyway if you got it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's a little rough at the beginning where we were waiting on people to show up and everything. But I think as we stream more, people will be expecting it more, and they'll already be ready to go when we hit the ground, right?
Yep.
And we should be too. I mean, I think we did okay getting off the ground today. I don't know. I'm rambling now. Let's go.
Yeah, and like I said, we've still got different camera angles to experiment with, board games. You know, we want to put something directly over the table to get a good view of what's going on.
Yeah, James said here.
Perfect.
James, you're an absolute Chad. I just want. Well, I guess that's a compliment these days. Yeah, you're an absolute gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah, I would go with that.
That's better.
I'm not sure how many people would take Chad as a, you know, other than people named Chad, I don't know how many people would take it as a compliment.
Okay, so I am starting to look like I might be in trouble.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think I am.
You've still got a lot going on over here.
For God's sake.
You just need the Texans need to do something.
Well, I'll tell you what I can do. Because they're whipped, so they just can't move forward.
Yeah, they can't move forward toward
but
the end.
I can move backward and continue the fight, right?
Yep, you just need to take a passage of lines.
Okay, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move them back. Well, do I have enough movement to even...
You need to make 2.
I need 2 moves.
Yeah.
So
the artillery, the 12 pounders are going to try to retreat behind the line.
Before I do that, though, I need this to work.
Yes, you do.
I want them to come up and elbow.
And they should just be a normal save, a normal pass. There you go.
Yeah, because I've got 6 inches, so as long as they just kind of end up... Yeah, I got plenty of move to just...
Yeah, just to form up a line
Kind
there.
of like that. Okay. then I'm gonna do what I said about the artillery a minute ago. I'm gonna see if I can get them. I keep sticking my face in there. I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, just keep it in mind to move around the table.
Yeah.
Around it.
Okay.
So the artillery moves back.
Yep, they are good to go. That probably puts me at long range now. How many stamina markers do those guys have?
These guys are on 2. These are on 2, and those are on 3. Is this when you're going to pull the salvatory charge?
I'm thinking about it. Because it didn't say anything about not being able to charge out of woods, did it?
No, as long as you got the movement to get in, you should be able to do it.
Yeah, because 3 to the edge.
Yeah. And you should be able to get in on them. Now, if you do it, it'll still be the old closing fire
at point blank, yeah.
But then also, depending on how much you take, and if you, like I said, if you get hit with closing fire and it causes you to break, like you will take a break test immediately. That being said, also, if you don't run me off the table here, when we determine who wins, I'm going to have the extra support units.
So how many did you say they have?
They've got 2 stamina markers on them. They're not quite broken ready. They're still hanging out. That's the 20th main.
All right. Guess what? 20th main. Just like in the movie.
Little round top.
This what is it? Gettysburg.
Yeah. Except I should be up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it should be the other way around. So I'm gonna come down from the hill and see if I can change history.
They're doing the whole whoop whoop, the old rebel yell.
Charge, order, baby, and that's.
So it's gonna be a -1.
Just
Who are you giving it to from?
He's within range.
Yeah,
so.
he should be within range, but he will. You'll take just a regular -1 because you're within 12 inches.
Let's go. That's not enough.
Yeah.
Womp womp womp
Yeah.
womp.
See, at this point, making your own battles up a plan. So we're going to be doing probably at some point as we continue to paint, James. We're going to be adding more regiments. The pamphlet, you have to start out at minimum 8 regiments, I believe.
So here's why we haven't been able to do the first scenario in the book, which we do plan on doing. It has nothing. We have the models ready.
Yeah, it's the terrain.
The problem is we had to start completely fresh with our terrain for this game. So for the map for that scenario, and it's kind of important because there's this big river in the middle and everything. We're working on. We bought some resin river that we need to paint, and then I'm making some roads to go with it too right now. So that's the hold up on that. Right now, like for this test game, we didn't even build.
Yeah, we just literally, but right before the stream turned on, we said, you know what, 1 point at the end of the game for a shaken regiment, 2 points for a whipped regiment, and then if you control the farms, you get a point for those.
Yeah, and the beauty of this game, I would say, over anything else, is that while it can be frustrating when you're trying to do something organized, you can just throw models on the table. Like, it's not Lord of the Rings where you have to kind of think through, like, okay, what's the scenario, and, like, how many points can I bring? Like, nah. You can just go, literally, we just kind of said, okay, here's some stuff, let's do it, right?
Yep.
So, anyhow, they failed. Jeez. And actually, they would have failed anyway if I gave the order the way I did.
I thought this was their commander. Oh no.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
And same for those guys. So I'm gonna wait to give Lee.
Yeah,
I
so
forgot about that. No, those guys are part of that one. No, they're good. These guys are just part of because it was 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you success there, and then you failed here. So you really didn't lose anything by it, other than just the initiative on that charge.
But I would have failed it anyway. It wasn't the closest we thought. Okay. Those guys, I guess, are gonna stay put, right? Because why not?
Are they whipped?
Yeah, they're whipped.
Yeah. They can't move anywhere. They can't move. They can move back, but and they can do it on an initiative as well.
They can't rally from whipped.
No, you can't rally from whipped, and you can't follow me. And
so here's what I'm gonna do now. So that's all my regular orders. I'm gonna give an order with Lee over here, my boy.
You gonna charge the guns?
I'm gonna try it. I think. So what? I need 3 inches. That's 1 move.
Yeah.
And then.
So you need to pass it on 3. So you need a 6. And I don't think. Well, you need is 5 because you're within 6 or something.
Oh, can I even charge you from the front?
I
think it's a -2.
These guys, or charging these guys.
Is there a difference in?
Yeah, like you don't. When you're charging infantry, you can't charge. You take the negative.
Oh.
But if you're charging your artillery, you're just going to do it, but you're going to take that closing fire.
So I need a 6, right? Or a 5?
No, you needed a 5 just because of these guys being within range. You'll get it because you need it. Oh my God!
Wow.
So you make the move out, you fall short by a few inches, but you can shoot at the guns now, and that'll hurt because I think you'll be within point blank of yours as well.
So it looks something kind of like that.
Yeah, I would say just curve it. Yeah, as long as you're not touching my base, I think you're good.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, works for me. Nice. James said nice. Keep the questions coming. That's the whole point of the stream, guys. Don't let our talking about the game. Like, we just want to hang out with you guys. So just
we're getting used to it as well. So don't give up on us if we don't immediately answer. We're trying to keep.
So we're not professionals at this yet. Hopefully, maybe one day. But in our squirrel brains, we're trying to do the game, but then also talk to you guys, but then also make sure our cameras are good and me not stick my face in it like an idiot. So anyhow, okay. So now shooting. We'll start with these guys, and I guess I can really only shoot at them because of the way that shooting works with the closest unit and everything.
So needing a 4.
They're shaken, so it's a -1 or no to shooting.
Let's see here. Shooting to hit modifiers. Yeah, shaken or disordered is -1.
Okay, so they need 5s.
There's 1.
1 hit.
So my 55th takes it on a 4 up, and we're good.
Then I'm going to do the same with them.
So they're not. So they're going to be needing their normal 4s.
We should have been doing 5s because this isn't point blank.
Is it not?
Because point blank is, 6 inches in the main game, so this is point blank.
So you're right. So you're needing your normal 4s.
4s.
So 2. Saved them both. I'm telling you what, the 55th and 54th, if we have to assign MVPs, these guys are getting a steak dinner after this battle.
They are.
Because they have held the flank.
My canons.
It's amazing what your infantry regiments will do in this game if you don't march them straight towards the enemy in a march column. And it took me figuring that out the hard way.
So basically, I'm just at long range. Long range overhead, need a 5, 1 die. Nope.
Close.
Okay, now these guys are going to shoot into them. 3 dice, 4s. Wow, okay, 1 hit.
This could break them, though. This is the 20th main. They fail it, so they are shaken now.
Wow, I did something. Now the artillery. I am within point blank, so I'll get to get a +1.
So hit
on 3s.
Well, 4s because they're deployed artillery.
Yeah, 4s. So -1 +1, 4.
Oh,
ooh,
shit, disordered
and 2 hits.
So needing 4 ups. Saved 1 and took 1, so we do
have... man, if you could have failed both, I could have broke you or shaken you. There's some smoke there.
No, I'll just use
this, you need a casualty marker.
Casualty marker, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, again, we're using the bolt action pin markers.
I saw something, I believe one of the other channels that does it a little bit better than us.
Mm-hmm.
They've actually he uses like little wooden MDF that are etched.
Hey, we're still getting stuff for this game. That's not out of the question, right?
Yep.
And then the last thing, I mean, can they shoot there? Is that allowed?
I mean, if they're within range.
50%?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 dice from them, but they're -1 for sure.
So 5s.
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay. So now I need to take a break test on the 20th main.
Correct.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, so this is just going to be whatever I roll, but they are shaken.
They're shaken, so just regular, no excess.
So 7. I mean, we're good.
That was an 8, I thought.
I rolled an 8, but they're shaken, so -1.
No, you
oh, okay, so they're good. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's only for every excess, -1.
Okay, now it goes to me. Okay, so,
Is it wrong I want the South to win in 2021? No! Okay, look. I need to get this out of the way while we're on the stream and it's not a big video. Regardless of the ethics and morality of everything going on, I'm not even going to go into that, you know what I'm talking about. You can still be interested and even proud, because it's some of our heritage, of some of the accomplishments of the guys in battle. Like, take the political stuff outside of the war out of it and just the battle. I mean, there's some cool crap that went on from the Confederates, like, Stonewall Jackson and Jeb Stuart and all those guys. So no, I would say you're kind of justified within a historical wargamer perspective. It's no different than being a wereaboo and liking the Germans.
Listen, here's something really stupid. When I was a kid, I remember seeing a Civil War just set. And I came from southwestern Virginia and moved to northeast Tennessee, and both of those areas are hot. They were regarded as Union areas. So there was no reason for me to ever grow up with any liking of the South. I just liked the color of their uniforms when I was about 5. When I was 5 years old, you always saw the gray hats, the jackets. So I always thought, that's cool, I like them. Okay, so I guess I want to start over here. I'm not going to do anything with them. I'm going to put faith that they can, out of 5 dice hitting on 4s, that they can do some damage to those. Is that the Virginians?
That is the Virginians.
Okay. So what I'm going to do?
No, that's Tennessee.
That's Tennessee.
It's Tennessee,
I
baby.
gotta end those boys.
UT, go Balls!
BOLS, balls. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give an order for the. I'm gonna give an order to the cavalry here. I want them to move up. I want them I want them to move up to this. You know what? I want them to. Yeah, I want them to advance towards the edge of the ridge here. That's not good, so we failed that. I needed.
Hey guys, welcome to the stream. If you're coming back, hi again. If you're new, then what's up? Leave us some comments.
I really wanted to get those guys to follow me, but either way. Anyway, okay, so going over this direction, I am going to.
He's from Fredericksburg, VA.
Nice, fellow Virginian there. I'm going to move this commander. This is going to be his only. No, he's going to order. I want this unit here to. I don't think I need to though, because you are within. Yeah, let me advance.
You can't see me.
That's what I was going to say. I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to advance to where I want to swing to where we can.
Yeah, you would only need to move up like an edge.
Yeah, so it's going to be an 8 up. I just want to pivot to where we can actually get within range of those guys. We get it.
Yep.
So we get 1 move.
Why are they shaking?
No, they're 2.
Cool. Bam, that's good enough.
Okay. Now I'm going to move him from that unit. I want to give a rally order to them. So I'm going to give him the 8 up. He needs to take an 8 up. Well, yeah, because he gives his bonus, but then he's subtracted by the enemy. So an 8 up, he'll join that unit and peel off a marker. So he's good. So this commander, this guy's actually quite the hero when you think about it. Think about this entire game. How many units he has bounced between pulling markers off to keep these guys off, to keep them from wavering. He's really channeling some of that big Pickett energy,
Big Pickett energy.
I can picture him now. He's got his hat on his sword,
Well, okay, here's the thing. Pickett, in my opinion, although what happened was bad, is kind of a badass because he took that order.
Yeah.
He carried out that order like Stalin's not a step back.
I'm gonna throw him up there with Theoden.
Yeah.
As in levels of badassery.
Walks back.
Yep.
Commander or General Lee, I have no division.
Yeah. Okay, so the last thing I want to do, because I want the frickin' Zoavs to get back into this mess, I want the Zoavs to. I'm gonna have Meade. Meade is going to. You know what? He's not a commander in chief, so he can't give an order. I've already done that, which is his last order. So Meade's just going to join this unit, and he's going to give the rally order to the Zoavs.
Cool.
So needing an 8. Does he grant himself a reroll?
Yeah.
Good, he needed that. There it is.
There it goes.
So we peel them down. They are no longer shaken. And I did something wrong earlier in the game, and I just remembered it.
Okay.
When you go to rally a unit, you can never take away the last marker.
Right, you've always got at least 1.
And earlier in the game, you dealt 1 and I took it away.
Oh, so they need to be shaken technically?
They should. Well, yeah, they should be shaken.
So they should have taken a test for shooting then. We can retcon that real quick.
So there's 7. Though. You know what? I think they always run. Artillery always runs.
No.
When they're broken.
Shooting, infantry, cavalry, and artillery. You got a 7?
Yeah.
No, they stay.
Okay. So we fixed it. We fixed it, guys.
So nothing other than just them gaining a marker really
Okay.
happened.
So now I've got. I mean, everybody made their moves. I needed everybody to do what they needed to do. So I guess we're gonna start over here again. The 55th is going to pour their shots into them now.
Okay.
Needing 4s.
Reroll.
Okay, so they got 1.
And that was into the Texans?
Yep, Texans. So the Texans 2 take a hit.
I'm disappointed in Texas right now.
And I cannot find a place to put the 55th New York. That's the problem. I've been having to run ragged over here keeping these guys on the table that I've had to avoid these guys.
One thing I love about this game, and I'd be interested to do like a time lapse over the stream, is
to see the movement. Yeah,
it's so dynamic, which is one thing I kind of don't like about bolt action.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. I guess let's just do it now. 5 shots from this artillery into the Tennesseans on 4s because we have a -1 for being shaken, right?
Yeah.
Or no, that's not on shooting, is it?
Yeah,
it is. So -1 for being shaken.
And then -1 for being disordered.
Yep. So
5s. But are they point blank?
Yeah.
They're point blank, so 4s.
Yep.
Oh,
are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness. No way. Hey, I did it earlier.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. But you know what? It happens.
Oh my. Wow.
We're going to shoot into them. Is that on for plotting or no?
How did you like that, chat?
I told you guys, this is it. If you want to join, if you're our bad artilleryman, you can join the union. I've got room for you.
So that would be on collide.
Okay, so that's going to be 3 shots hitting on 3s because we are not shaking anymore and re-rolling.
Pretty good.
Yep, 3 hits. So take 2 staminas.
2 stamina.
2 stamina markers.
Oh, are we out? Nope, we got 1 more.
And the last thing I want to do is I believe I want to shoot into the South Carolinians who are still are untouched. They've been shot at multiple times and have not taken anything.
Yeah, they're Hampton's Legion's going ham.
So the Indiana is going to shoot at the South Carolinians. 3 dice, needing 4s, maybe 5s.
5s because of the trees.
Well, we're at point blank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so 4s. 1.
And they're gonna save it because South Carolina.
Hampton's Legion, yeah. Oh, they finally take 1.
Oh my god. So we're actually out of markers, so what I'm gonna do is peel this from the cavalry because they don't need it anymore anyway.
Yeah, just do this. Like, you want to take this one away as well and turn. You want to continue to use these, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then. Okay.
If I can help it.
Yeah, and nobody got engaged in melee, so then it goes back to the beginning of your turn. Yep, your command.
So those guys have just 1.
Yep, 3 more markers on them.
I don't like my odds there.
If I continue to fail orders, like I can't bring the full force to bear.
Yeah, that's true.
James, you're absolutely right, buddy. I feel your pain on those rolls. It really it's almost a bummer. It really, but it's a kick in the you know what whenever you have every single advantage to get the shot and you can't pull it off.
Yep. Okay, so I have some things I probably need to do. First one being, he's gonna join this unit here, or attempt to join it anyhow, and remove or do a rally, which that's no bueno. Okay. That's that. He's gonna come and try to rally these guys. No, he's not.
Now the luck that Salva says the tides are changed on the luck roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. If something were to go crazy good for me, I should have charged over there. What am I doing? Well, no, I might shoot you up too. I don't know. If something goes crazy good for me, maybe. But I'm in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, it's looking pretty rough.
Yeah.
You're looking like I normally would.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just start with shooting. We'll just go this way, left to right. So, Texans at the 55th New York.
Massachusetts.
Massive
two shits.
That's 1 more. And what? We need...
4. You need 4s.
4s, yeah.
Okay,
2
hits. And we don't save either, so we are at 3. But remember, they tested as a large unit.
So they need one more.
They need one more to be shaken.
Yep. Then we'll go here. Shoot at them again. And they're still shaking, so it's a -1, so I actually need 5s.
Oh, there's a disordered.
Disordered in 1 hit.
And they pass it. But
they
we are disordered.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I can make an initiative back up and then move the 55th up.
3 6-gun battery shooting at them, and I think you're probably within
Yeah,
half
I'm probably within half range at this point.
You are. So I just need 5s, 3
Yep.
dice on 5s. Oh, disordered and 2 hits.
I'm not sure that's going to matter, but it's going to be 6s, right?
Yeah.
So I saved 1 and I
Wow.
take 1.
Wow.
But that does put them back to being shaken now. So they will have to take a break test.
That's cool. I think I actually can shoot with these guys too. I can. So from the Louisiana Tigers, 3 -1. So hit on 5s. Nothing.
Nice.
You needed that.
I really did.
Hampton's Legion. I guess I may as well go for the Enfilade. How do you say that word? Enfilade? Is that how you say it?
It could be, yeah.
Point blank. I think it's just 4s. Because point blank, woods. But I can re-roll, which I don't
No
need
need to.
Here's all those famous disorders of mine. Let me get you another smoke there.
And I failed 2. So that puts him up to 4. So they will take a break test this turn as well.
Those guys shooting.
Yeah, this all of a sudden could swing again really hard in your favor.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's getting dicey. By the way, we have a podcast coming out either tomorrow or Tuesday. It just depends. Called "It's Getting Dicey." So, we got a comment here. Some people have the lucky touch.
Yeah, no, you're right, James.
That's yes.
And sometimes it's not about how many times you roll the 6s. It's when you get them when you need them. That's that's what kills your morale.
Now, if you feel bad for any reason right now, do you want to see me not have the lucky touch? Go watch our North Africa bolt action campaign.
Yeah, I did get my up in there.
But anyhow, so at the cannons over there with the Tennessee boys, I think I'm point blank, so 3s will do it.
Yeah, so 2
No,
hits.
but -1 because you're artillery.
Yep, so no hits.
No hits.
That is huge.
Yeah, and then shooting from these guys over there, they're going to be at -1 too because they're, in rough shape. They're whipped. So I got 2 hits and a disorder. Oh my, wow. But I mean, it's not like it really. They're already disordered.
Yeah, I saved 1, so we go up to 5.
Might
So
run
the
them
main may run.
And that's.
Is that it? So now we start over here. Well, there's nothing here
So you gotta.
because they're stamina 4.
Oh, gotcha. Those
But we
guys.
do have these guys. So these guys I need to roll 2d6, and it is just there's no modifier. Or disorder, does a disorder count for that, or just shaken?
I think disorder does count, but we'll see. Let me check. Go ahead and roll.
They're gonna run anyway. They rolled a 4.
It does count. Yeah, -1. So they're
they're
whipped.
they're whipped, and they will make 1 move back, but they'll have to actually make probably 3.
I think. Yeah, I think they gotta make 3.
Yeah, they'll come all the way back to here. No, they can make 2.
Can they?
Yeah, they can end up right here.
Okay. Bam. Get out of there, boy.
They're stuck right there.
You in Maine now, boy.
You in Maine now, boy. You a long way from Louisiana, from Canada, son.
That's a.
Okay.
If you don't know what we're talking about, that's an SNL skit.
Okay, so then I got to do this one here, this is the one I really expect to run. That is Indiana. That ain't the fighting Maine like these guys.
Yeah, so -5.
So I got to roll boxcars.
-6 because disorder counts.
Yeah, there's no way then. I don't really see any way out because if I roll boxcars, that's the only way I stay.
I think a 6-up might just be.
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
So they can make 2 moves as well. Well, no, because they have to make the full 2 moves, right?
Yeah.
So then they're gonna actually. Well, that 1 move will get them away.
Yeah, they just have to make 1 if they can do it. So, by the way, the reason we've been whipping the units and moving them back is normally in Black Powder they would just come off the table, they'd be destroyed. The Civil War, Gloria Hallelujah, introduces a rule called whipped, and basically they're destroyed. They count for the purposes of brigade morale. Speaking of, I probably need to check that real quick.
I'm going to keep track of how many whipped units we've got. You've got 2, and I've got 2. So I'm keeping that with these little black dice. Go ahead, what were you saying? Check what?
Actually, that's a broken brigade.
Yeah.
So actually...
But let's not retcon anything, but if it's broken and it needs to go...
I guess what I'm saying is, let's see. It was these, that, and that, and they don't count for the purposes of being broken. So really it's just those 2. So 2, yeah. So they're actually broken. So we'll just say this next turn they're whipped because they are.
So now look, now going from mine, I had 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they don't count, so then these guys are broken as well.
Yeah. But these guys are fine.
Yeah, same here.
Cool.
Which actually that should end the game then, because if we're going off the rule, when you've lost half of your when you've lost.
Wait, we said we weren't going to end it on that though.
That's right. We were just going to go.
But they are still broken, so you get the points for that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll calculate it up because we're not counting artillery for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2 points there. That's 4 points. That would be 6 and 8.
And basically, hold on, they're broken, so...
And then you'll get the same from me.
Let me move them back because they should have retired.
Because that would be 2, 4, 6, 8 as well. So we're basically tied up right now on that. Well, they're shaken, which would put me at 9.
9, yeah.
Okay. So now it goes on to me, correct?
Yeah. And
now everybody over here counts as whipped at this point. Nobody can make any more moves.
Yeah, because they're whipped.
So I'll just move everybody's markers to 3, because they're mostly there anyway. That way we know. And
so
they're whipped as well too, then, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because their whole brigade, their whole thing's done. I think what we probably need to do is just continue to roll our dice for shooting over there, but then we need to resolve this. And once this is resolved, that'll determine we can call the game.
Yeah,
at that
basically
point.
we can just resolve this.
Okay, so now going on to me. I'm going to give the order here. They're going to make an initiative move. They're just going to fall back. They can make a passage of... Well, no, they're not. Let me try it this way. He's going to give a follow me order. He's going to join that unit. And we're going to attempt... Well, he's got to roll an 8 up. He's good. So they're good to make 1 move forward, and they're going to try to pass the line, so they need a 3 up. We're good. So the 54th, the boys from Glory, are literally just going to pass through the lines here.
You could also, if you wanted to, line them up like that.
Yeah, that's not really that big of a deal.
Cool.
I mean, because I can, as long as nobody does that, I can literally do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that was his only order for that turn. So, for all intents and purposes, let's do some shooting here. We're needing 4s, correct?
Yeah.
Because we made the... Got 1. Are you kidding me? I got to get more than that, dude. So 1 into the Floridians there.
Nope. So they're gonna have to take another test at -1.
Okay, so then you can still shoot and you can still give orders to whipped units, but they just can't advance on the enemy.
Correct.
And then they're going to have a constant -1 to their shooting, correct?
Yep.
So at this point, the Zoavs...
I mean, there's not really a whole huge point to doing too much over there.
No, there's really not. I mean, I might continue to shoot the artillery just to try to plink things off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whipped unit as well, isn't it? Well, they're all whipped now. That's right.
No, that's not whipped. Oh, that is whipped.
Yeah, so that would actually put me at 11.
Let's see. They're not whipped. So basically, if I lose them, then I lose the game.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to go ahead and I can see you in here, so I might as well. That artillery, even though it is whipped, is going to shoot. And you are within half range. 3 dice, but it's -1 because I'm whipped.
And -1 because of the trees.
Yep, so 6s. I need 3 shots hitting 6s into the South Carolinians.
That's not a 6.
Nope. And other than that, I think the Zoavs, they're not in your front. You're not in their frontal arc anymore. So the only other thing I got is my cavalry.
And your cannons.
I said cavalry. I meant artillery.
Yeah.
So you're within range. I'm gonna shoot at the. There's no point in it. There's no point because they're already whipped. I can't get any more points out of them.
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
So at that point, I think that will be all of that. Now you need to take a break test there.
Yeah, basically what happens here determines the game.
And it's just what, a -1?
Yeah.
Good. It put you at an 8, so you're standing your ground.
I'm alright. Alright, boys. Now I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking. There's really not any point other than the Louisiana over there, which they're pretty much safe unless I can hit them.
Now you can't charge on initiative.
Nope.
Because it's Glory Hallelujah rules.
Yep.
But I am gonna give them a charge order. To I mean, would you care if I just went for them instead of them?
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna give them a charge order. So it's -2.
Well, it would be -2 normally, right? But do you take into account that you're within range of the enemy?
Well, that's what it is, because
okay, so -2.
-1, and then yeah. Nope.
Now, would I do the closing fire before, or only if the charge goes off?
They didn't even. Actually, no. Yeah, you do the closing fire because I have to get as close as I can without.
So it's.
Well, they didn't even move though.
That's right, because they didn't even. Yeah, they didn't even come.
But
close.
I think you can still do the closing. No, we won't worry about it. Don't know. It's a weird one. Haven't run into that. So now just shooting for me.
Okay.
Are they're whipped, right?
Yeah, everybody over here pretty much is whipped.
And the cannons don't count, so I'm not even gonna bother shooting anything over there. I'm just gonna go for this. So right there, 3 dice.
Hitting on 4s. Well, 5s because you're shaking.
Correct. Well, okay. Nothing. And then over here, try to shoot them.
I really need them to hold. 1. We save it. We saved it. The 55th stands strong.
Guys, chat, I think, barring a complete disaster of your dice, I think I'm toast.
Well, James, I think you've seen it, so I think he's right. But we all know I'm capable of full-on disasters. So I guess starting over here, I'm gonna go ahead and.
And I'm gonna just do this because I should have shot them.
Yeah, but again, you're not going to score any more points over there.
Oh, did I take my test for them?
I didn't know you were broken.
Well, I have a 4 on this. Why?
I think you might have been an accident because they've only had 1 marker on them the entire game.
No, they took some earlier.
No.
Well, because they're part of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got whipped earlier, I think. Pretty sure they did.
Okay, so here we are. Over here, I've only got really one thing to do. I could bring the cavalry up, but I don't know if it's worth it. I'm with John. I think what I'm going to do is.
Ooh, if you could get a charge off on them now.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to take that closing fire.
Might as well. They're not gonna run.
They shouldn't, but they could become disordered.
4.5.
No.
Yeah, you could totally do it.
Yeah.
Well, because you're gonna wreck their face if you get them. Like, there's no way they don't run if you get in melee with them.
Oh, I get that, but I'm almost thinking about doing it with my infantry because these guys aren't going to do any better. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
They actually have more stamina markers as well, potentially. And you are shaken, so you're going to have a -1 to it. So it'll be, at best, you'd be, because you're going to be, point blank will be 3 up, but then you're going to get a 4 up because of the woods. And then it'd be a 5 up because you're shaken, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, let me just, I'm going to probably go ahead and give these guys the order to charge. Needing an 8 because he's there, but then needing a 7.
-1 for enemy, -1 for it being in my front.
Okay, but what does he? Yeah, so it'd be a 6.
Yeah.
Then I'm not gonna do a charge. That's silly.
I mean, but if you do a charge, it's gonna decide it. Right
yeah,
there.
but if I fail that charge, then I don't get to do what else I wanted to do. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna order a charge. We're gonna leave them there. We're gonna order them to move over. I just want them to slide to the left. So needing an 8. We're good. So they're just going to pivot this way. They get their 1 move. Now he's going to charge. He's going to join this unit to rally. So needing an 8 up. He's good. So they're down to 2 stamina markers now. And that is all I've got because that was the last order we can do this turn. Now I'm going to unload Hellfire and Brimstone with the 54th into the Floridians, needing 4s.
Oh boy.
That's 2 disorders and a normal hit. And you actually
saved all 3 of them.
It's ridiculous.
Wow.
That is ridiculous.
Okay.
Now the 55th is going to fire into the Texans over there. There's 2 more, which could break you or could put you shaken, and one's disordered.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Failed 1. Does it make
Close.
him shaken?
Nope.
Nope.
No
Oh my
way.
God. They just won't end, boys. It won't end. I can't finish him off.
Well, that's why I'm saying you should have charged the Cav.
I've done that before, and I know how that ends.
Well, but there's no, but like they're already shaken.
Yeah, I know, but still, yet they've only got the 3 markers on them. So if you get lucky, and you do get lucky, you would have actually shaken them on the charge and caused them to run.
Well, they can't shoot if you hit them in the side, but.
Well, I don't think I could have gotten your side, because the best you can do is 3 moves, and it's only 4.5 inches per move, so 4.5.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, possibly.
It would have taken 3 moves.
Yeah, it would have had to been a perfect roll.
So. I guess I'm gonna try to rally these boys. Probably gonna fail again.
Nope, you rallied.
I was alright that time. James is saying charge.
Charging is very detrimental to my health.
Can you rally a disordered unit? Is there a rule against that?
Yeah, you cannot rally. Yeah, you cannot rally.
Well,
disordered.
never mind.
You can rally to pull the stamina marker to not make them shaken, but not if they're disordered.
Hell. Okay.
So that helps me.
It does. So I guess I have no option but to shoot at this point. So those 2 right there.
Probably needing 5s because you're shaken.
Yeah.
Well, no, disordered.
Disordered and shaken, so 5s. Yeah.
Well, that'd be 6s then, wouldn't it?
Why?
Well, because if you're I guess,
4s. Yeah.
Yes, 4, but then point blank puts you to 3, but then the woods puts you back to 4, and then disordered
Shaken,
puts you to 5.
And then disordered. Yeah, so 6s. So they didn't hit anything. And then
Same with them.
Texans over there.
5s for these guys because they're not shaken yet.
Yeah, they're not shaken. So
there's 1. So 4 up for the 55th. Can they hold?
Nope.
They take it. But I did make the wise move of rallying them last turn, so they are still not broken.
Oh, because they have 4.
Yep.
Jeez.
These guys still haven't taken a wound yet to even be tested
Now,
yet.
please kill me off.
Dude, I would love to kill you more than anything else. I'm just gonna, I guess.
Charge, do it.
I want to try this for James as a request. That's 1 move, 2 moves. I can do it, but I'm gonna need a perfect roll because I have a staff rating of 8. I need a 5 to get that pulled off.
I mean, hey, it's not like.
Surely to God I can finish you off. Yeah, let's do it, James. This is for you, buddy. The 1st Arkansas is going to try to charge their brethren here at the Floridians, needing a 5 or less. Nope, that's 11.
That's not even close.
So now we go into the shooting. So the 54th is going to continue to shoot at those guys needing 4s. Got 2.
There's a note. Come on.
And there's no disorder. Are you kidding?
No.
Just run off the table already.
Okay.
See, now you're going to do it to me because here's what's going to happen. I'm not going to do anything there either.
Oh, come on.
And if I don't kill those guys, you're going to turn around and yours will come off, and then you'll cause me to do it.
Oh.
So 2.
I failed 1, which makes me shaken. So now we got to take a test. No modify. No, a -1 for being disordered.
-1. So I just need you to roll a 5. Jesus Christ.
That's not a 5.
This is where John's dice come in.
Okay.
He gets them when he needs
Can I
them.
do it? This is so stupidly dicey at this point. But they're both shaken. Wait. No, that's it. That's it, because they're both shaken.
But I mean, they're not.
Oh, but they haven't broken
They've
yet.
not broken
That's
yet.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay.
I mean, that's worth points for me, but they're not broken.
Yeah. So you might win anyway, but these guys shoot there. I mean, I don't have any orders to make. Yeah, I do. You know what? I'm gonna charge them again. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
This time I'm actually gonna do it though. So I need a what? 6.
Well, you start at 8, but then you're within range of
Well,
me.
tell you what. I'll give the order from Lee.
Yeah, so you start at 9, and you're within range of me, which puts you down to 8,
7.
and
Then from the front, so 7.
so you get a -2 for charge. Okay, does that count into being close
That
to the
counts.
enemy?
Yeah.
Yeah, then it should be a 7.
Thank
All right,
you.
they make it. So now I'm going to do my closing fire.
Yep.
And this is going to be hitting on 4s, correct?
Yep.
Are you kidding? They get 1. So they do take one.
So now I gotta take my test.
Yeah, now you take your brake
at
test.
-1.
I see rolls high when he needs low and roll. Yeah, just keep watching.
-1.
I think you're gonna stand your ground.
I'm not sure.
Because you got to go below 4 to run.
Yeah, you're right. It holds its ground, and we will shoot and fight. So the Floridian's shooting there. And what? We said I just need
4.
4.
Well, you're broken, or you're shaking,
5s.
right? So 5s. 1.
1.
Alright, so if this goes through, I got to be untested. I got to test my guys. So it does. So now I roll this play and add 2 to it. So 3 makes them a stamina 3 unit.
Cool.
So they do take. Do we have any other units over here?
Yeah,
Let's just
take
take
out
that.
them.
So the 54th has it's got 1 stamina marker on them.
And then we got to do the fight now. This stuff only.
Yeah, so you're going to be
Real
hitting
fight
me
we're done.
on 3s, correct?
Yeah, I think we get 6 dice.
Yep, 6 dice. You're hitting on 3s. I'm hitting on 4s. So you roll yours first because you got the
I
initiative
need
on
more
the charge.
dice. Cool. And I get a +1 because I did charge.
So you get 3s,
Put
yeah.
on 3s. Disorders don't count for this. I'll reroll that one anyway. So 3 hits.
Okay, so then I will roll mine. And I need 4s. Okay, so I got 4 and you got 3. So now you made the charge, so I will roll my defense dice first. So I need 3 of them saving on 4s, correct?
Yep.
So I saved 1, so I would go up to 2, which puts me to 5, and then you got to make 4 saves of 4. So you took 2 as well. So those 2 will actually cancel each other out. Then you got to look at supporting units. Anybody that's within 3 inches.
With same thing again.
Yeah, so basically we equal out and nobody has to take a break test.
Nobody has to take a break test?
No, because it has to, only the winning melee.
Oh.
And since neither one of us won, next turn it'll go into that other one.
Right, okay, I see.
Yep.
How are we managing to keep this stalemate? This is
I don't
ridiculous.
know, it's getting old, that's for
yeah.
sure. I guess I'm going to go ahead. I am going to, I guess, I'm just going to eschew doing anything else, and I'm going to, well, these will go back. They reset.
Yeah.
Put them back to your normal break.
Basically, as soon as one unit breaks over
Yeah.
here, the game is over.
I'm going to probably go ahead and attempt to do it again. I want to order the 1st Arkansas to make that charge into the flank of the Floridians. I need a 5. Perfect morning start. Coffee, bacon, eggs, and the TriStar live stream. Nice. I appreciate that. Oh my God! I rolled an 8, so we failed. So I can't.
the Wookiee.
Thanks for the kind words, Ziggy.
Yes.
So I failed the charge again with these guys. I told them to make the charge 3 moves. They didn't go anything near what they needed. Well, actually, they did because they got an 8. So I get 1 move. 4.5.
So, Ziggy, you've missed most of the stream. We're actually kind of getting close to the end, but we will hang out for a minute after the game.
Well, we can actually also upload this later, so if
Yeah.
he wants to catch anything.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it. You just may not have your bacon and eggs, right?
Okay. I guess now the only thing I got left to do is shoot here. And I'm going to shoot into the Floridians needing 4s. 1 hit. So you'll take a save with them.
Oh my
Make it.
God. Wait, do I get a -1 to that for them being shaken?
Don't think so.
No?
No, the only
No,
minus one I
okay.
see is artillery.
That's what I thought.
Okay, so then I guess we have to do our melee over here. I
Yep.
fight back, and we're both doing it on 4s now.
Yep.
So, needing
Right
4s. Yep.
1, 2, 3.
That's not good. I needed more than that. So I got 3 that you'll have to save for.
Hitting on 4s.
That's perfect, because that actually may help me out. So
Yeah.
now you'll have to take saves. You need 3 saves.
Wow. Wow, chat. You saw those dice.
Now this
Holy
is big,
crap.
guys, because the Union may be able to make these dastardly scallywags run.
Oh, I failed 2.
Okay, so you failed 2, which puts you
At
up to 5, and then we count in supporting units.
So you're winning.
Yeah,
Or no,
that
well,
puts me at 1, so that would put me at 3 versus none to me. So yeah, then you'll take an immediate break test at 5 up.
And
so they do
they're
become
whipped, and the game is over with, not only did you break me, I mean, there's no way points wise.
Yeah, because like what we determined, Ziggy was a shaken unit is worth 1 point to the enemy at the end of the game, and a broken unit or whipped unit is worth 2. Right now, I'm shaken. That's 1 for you.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing here. Nothing here. But then everything on my brigade on this side broke. So that would be, you're at 3 now. You're at 5. Yeah. Then you're at 7. The artillery didn't count, so that's 9. So you got 9 total points. But then for me...
that one would count because I actually shook that, so it'd be 10.
Yeah, shaken.
Yeah.
Yep. So then that one... Well, they're all whipped on here.
Yeah, no, but I actually shook that one.
I know, but like they're not cumulative. Like once you break them,
they don't count for the purposes of brigade morale.
Oh, but well, no, either way, still they're whipped. That's 2 points.
Oh.
Yeah, so that would be that's 1 point there. 3,
So
5, 7, 9, 11, 13.
Yeah. Versus 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and then your point for 15 to 13. So actually, it was pretty close.
But I think the guys in the chat can attest to how close it really was. Did you give the South Rebel Yell? That is why you failed, John. When they charged, they did not give the Rebel Yell.
We did not give them Rebel Yell for 2 reasons. One, we kind of just threw all this together. I know that's a rule, but technically you have to pay for it when you build your list. We didn't really build lists for this game. We just kind of threw some models on the table for the test.
Yeah.
I don't know that it would have helped me anyway. Maybe, because I can reroll 1 die, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So it might have saved
you
me.
might reroll your... I think you reroll all of them. I can't remember. No, it is. You're right. No, you forced me to reroll a save. That's what the Rebel Yell is.
That's what it is.
Yep. So again, we're still learning, but I'm glad you pointed that out because it is something that probably would have helped John out. Considering that, you would have... well, no, that last one wouldn't have mattered because you didn't roll any hits.
So...
But that was only on the charge.
Let me go into the streaming software here and balloon our beautiful faces up since we're kind of done with the game here. Now we can kind of see what we're doing a little bit better. That'll reflect there in a second. So yeah, for those of you that have been here for a little bit, what'd you think about the stream setup? I know we're depending on the game we play, but there would be different angles and so forth like that. Let's see here. Let me get this big old thing out of the way. If you're just joining in, hi. We're gonna hang out for a minute. And what's up? What do you got on your minds? Anything like seen a good movie recently? Working on any models? You eating breakfast? I know we got some bacon and eggs going on.
I could actually use some bacon and eggs, but I gotta be careful.
Yeah, you're watching.
Watching my weight again, trying to get back down to a more svelte weight, to where I can march. But James said he was loving it. I saw that in the chat. And actually, I think I misread James's comment. Did you give the South Rebel Yell? No, it's actually it's a paid for upgrade, and we didn't really give any of our upgrades.
Yeah.
Well, do you have to pay for the Rebel Yell? Yeah.
Unless it gives it to you like in the theaters.
Okay, I was gonna say because I do know that I believe these guys. I'll have to look that up. I believe they are untested just as a rule, but I'll double check.
James said something.
Well, it's still a fun game to watch.
I'm glad
it's a fun game to play. Yeah.
I had a ton of fun.
Oh, I did too. I thought it was very interesting how it continued the ebb and the flow of the game, which normally our games don't go that way. There's usually not really an ebb or a flow. John typically gets the advantage and then just is able to maintain it the entire game. So no, I think this was entertaining. I know it was to play. I think our next one we can definitely tinker with the viewing, like the viewing angles, but also maybe we will actually try to put together a point total system and then maybe pick out if there's scenarios in the book. I haven't gotten a chance to really look at it. John's got the hard copy. If there are scenarios, we can try to actually play scenarios in the book.
So what about this? This is something that I meant to ask you guys. So when we actually do a legit filmed, edited bat rep of this, what do you think about the format? Like, I know I was watching Seventh Son. I'll give him some credit here. I kind of like the way he speeds up his order phase and then narrates it as opposed to doing the whole thing. or goes over it afterward anyway. Do you think that'd be better, or would you want to see all of the order dice and stuff? Because I feel like the video is going to drag out a little bit if we do it that way, right? I don't know. Is that just me, or do you guys want to see that, or do you want to see it sped up a little bit? I guess my question here is, I know some of our viewers have said that they like our videos to be really short, and then I know some of our viewers have said that they enjoy watching everything play out. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Would you rather speed through what we can, cut down on the less important dice rolls, or do you want to see everything?
Yeah, we're definitely we're definitely up for any advice or any requests. My concern is just making sure that it's something that we put out that's enjoyable to watch. If it's not enjoyable to watch, then it's doing us no good. And it's because we'll still play the game, obviously, but we want you guys to be able to be entertained while watching it. I'm pleasantly surprised at the amount of activity and the amount of viewers that come out to actually watch us play this morning.
At one point we got up to like 14 or 16.
Yeah, we had people getting up at 6 in the morning on the West Coast.
I know.
That means a lot. Like I guess you don't think it does, but it really does.
Yeah, like Ziggy, if you're still in the stream here, man, like I know you came in at the tail end of things. This will get uploaded, so you'll be able to watch it back. The stuff that you missed, but. I mean, just the fact that, you would leave a comment like that, coffee. What do you say exactly? It was coffee, bacon, eggs, and a TriStar
live stream. Yeah.
Like, this is our first stream, our first test stream. The fact that you guys showed up, are still showing up. I'm watching the view count go up and down. To just to see us do this and hang out, man, that's awesome. I didn't know what to expect.
No.
I guess I should have, though. Because you guys have been really, really good to us, so I guess I should have known what to expect that you guys would turn out.
It's anytime you start something new,
Yeah.
But yeah, there's bigger plans for this live stream. The idea was to obviously engage you guys. I think this is not a spoiler alert, but I think we're trying to plan for, at least 3 streams a month. I think is what we're shooting for. 2 Sundays a month maybe, and then Thursday nights. There's going to be maybe 1 Thursday guaranteed for board games. So.
Okay, so based on the comments I'm reading here, Ziggy said, your bolt action videos help me to get into that part of the hobby and pick up how to play. I am the one that enjoys how a longer video format.
Okay, so yeah, I'm with Ziggy.
Yeah, I'm with Ziggy too. James says, I'm more into seeing the whole game, but I get cutting sometimes, because it just needs to get done. And then Ziggy also said it helps a ton, the longer format he's mentioning. It helps a ton when you're starting out so you can learn how to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with you guys. Me and Salvo do the bulk of the editing. That might change because Andrew's got his PC set up now too. But me and him have gone back and forth. Salvo is he's Italian. He likes to get to the point. He cuts to the chase. His videos are typically shorter. Our videos that I edit are usually a little longer.
A little more rambly.
I am with you guys. I agree with you guys. I'm glad to hear that. Because I personally, I like to see the whole thing too. I get cutting out some of it, but if you cut out too much, I feel like the game loses its soul. Like I might as well go play a video game at that point, right? Like the whole point of playing tabletop is for the camaraderie and for talking to you guys. And even if it's in a video that's being played back, we can still share our thoughts and interact.
No, I'm on board. Absolutely. Comments here.
They take a second to come in for us. We're still working out the delay and how all that stuff works. So forgive us. I didn't mean to overlook that one question you had, James. It just kind of went right through my...
No, I mean, and to build on the James's comment, it's the one thing I continue to say. I know that in order to get our videos out there more for more people to see and possibly enjoy, you kind of have to get a more streamlined timeline, like for YouTube to put you up there. But I'm of the mindset that most people that watch these kind of games, they're not intimidated by the 1.5 hour long videos, the 2 hour videos, because, I mean, you know what you're getting into. If you're already interested in the hobby, then you should already know that you're probably settling in for 3 hours to play something. But, yeah, I mean, this is definitely it's a possible avenue that we're looking into to try to get more out there for you guys to so that you can join us when we have fun.
Yeah, and like you guys kind of shifted a little bit to the more the streaming side of things. We put out that post asking where you'd want to watch us play board games and stuff, and we just got another comment in. And it'll be easier to get a better angle on something like a board, and then we also have extra cameras that we are working on. Maybe like if we were to play a card game, we could show our different play spaces and stuff like that. So we're really excited to do this. Let's see, James said
He loves ramble.
you love ramble.
Came to the right place.
Good. That's what we're doing right now.
There's nothing else that us two love more than hearing ourselves talk.
Speaking of that, since there's 7 people in the stream and you said you love rambling, depends on when Salvo gets back to me with some stuff. He does most of our thumbnails and things. I might as well talk about it a little bit. I was going to make a post, but I didn't want to flood your feeds too much. Saturday, so yesterday morning, we recorded our first podcast. We called it It's Getting Dicey. It's our TriStar podcast. It's going to be at different intervals, different of the main members of the channel, and maybe even some guests, if we can get names on it. Just rambling, talking about the channel, talking about the game, talking about what we're playing, talking about comic, I don't care, movies, whatever. That's going to be coming out either tomorrow, Tuesday, I'll just say this week. It's edited. It just needs a few little finishing touches. But if that's something you guys are interested in, it's going to be up on the channel. It's going to be on YouTube, and then if we can get enough steam behind it, we might even move it to something like Spotify. But I want to initially have it on YouTube so that you guys can comment on the video and let us know how you like it.
Dane says, considering how young a channel you are, you have a solid brand footprint in these games that I like too. Bolt Action, MESBG. Now, this is what I'm curious. Okay, Black Powder you're curious about, but you don't own. It's a good one to be curious about. It's almost intimidating at the beginning when you see how many miniatures there are. And the rules are they're loose, and it's tough. I was telling John, I likened it to being an animal from a zoo. When you follow these other game systems that are very restrictive, it's almost like when you play Black Powder, they open the gates to your cage, and they say, go have fun, and then but you've been so locked in that, like, there were a lot of discussions that me and John had, or John and I had, at the beginning of this, where I would message him and say, okay, how does this work? And John would say, well, you can do it this way or this way, but it's up to us. And my mind is just like, no, I don't compute that. Like, I need strict orders,
So, by the way, Ziggy, I saw your question there. He asked what we're using to make the hills under the tape, under the mat, and this is what we used in Bolt Action too. Just some, you got this off a construction site, didn't you? Yep. Just some like regular, what do you call this, XPS foam?
Yeah, just like wall insulation foam.
Yeah, that's all it is. We just kind of cut the edges or torched it or whatever we did with this one. Even a knife will work. Yeah. So that it kind of forms a hill, and then when it's under the mat here, you literally can't tell that it's not actually a hill, right?
Yep.
And it's super cheap. Like, you got it from your job just off of one of the sites.
Yep. And then Dane said that we could benefit from a microphone. Absolutely. John and I have talked about it. He's got one that we've talked about bringing over, but I've also been looking online for one that we could maybe. John also has lapel mics. We've looked at
lavalier mics.
Lavalier, yeah, we've looked at those.
The problem with the lav mics that I have is they're not wireless. So basically, you'd be looking at like where my hand is here. There's an aux cord, and those cables are a decent length. When I get the extenders, they're about 9 feet, but
tripping over things, getting hung on the table.
Yeah, we've already got a lot of cords down here going on that you guys can't see, and like it's just hard. Those they're clip-ons on your shirt. They decrease it a little bit, but like he said, we're looking at maybe getting a wireless room mic that's pretty good, like a whole area space mic, so that if we were to be playing a board game, you could hear us. But I mean, obviously, I appreciate that criticism. That's something we've thought about, but it still sounds okay, right? Like you can hear us, okay? Like it sounds. I know it doesn't sound great, but
yeah. Dane says he's not seen it played in his area yet, the Nashville area, except at NashCon, but that's where he pulled the trigger on it. Okay, you know what? You picked a good game to pull the trigger on. If you're going to pull one on it, it would be the Lord of the Rings game. He says, I hear you, give me a firm land for rules to stand on, but I play advanced squad leader, which, yeah. So, now listen, that's not saying that there's not depth to this game, but it's definitely, you have to change gears. And it may not be for everybody, but it is it has lended for some very wild ideas and and things happening in the games. But no, I'm all for the complicated, strict rule sets. But this is a change of pace that it's fun. It's a fun change of pace. Yeah, he can hear us fine. But yeah, I definitely agree that having the mic that would catch the entire room where you don't notice us walking away would be better.
Yeah, and as far as angles and stuff, again, like, to give you an idea of what we're working with here, we've got this little webcam that we're using for the dice. Then we had another webcam that's a little higher quality that we used for the big picture, and then we had it on a tripod, like so. You saw me move it earlier if you were here. And then the third camera, I actually only have 2 USB ports. I need to get a dongle. Is actually just my laptop camera. Like, we've got a I wish there was a way they could see this. No, actually, there is a way. If I turn this camera, well, I'm not going to worry about it, but we've got the laptop stacked on 3 big board game boxes. Like, this is totally as low budget improvised as you can get. I think for what we're working with, it actually
yeah, in all
it's
honesty, part of the discussion we had earlier about having a camera directly over top of the table.
Yeah, Ziggy just asked about that.
Yes. So John and I both on Cyber Monday, we got us a couple webcams that have built-in mics, and I'm in the process of building a rig to hang off the dead center of the ceiling here, probably about 2 foot down, which should cover the entirety of the table. And by doing that, you should also catch it more centered audio from all of us around the table.
Just thinking the same as Ziggy. Overhead. Yeah, the only so this is what we're working out. The overhead, we've got the mounting equipment, we've got the camera.
Just need the cable management and
Yeah, because you're gonna be looking at. We can definitely run a cable up there, but the cables for most of these webcams aren't long enough, so we're gonna have. So A, I need a USB dongle because I've only got 2 ports on this laptop. B, we need to get a little bit longer of a cable for that camera. But once we get those 2 things, which shouldn't be too expensive or difficult, probably by the next time we stream, we'll have it.
I'm not going to put Andrew on the spot, but I talked to him the other day, and while we were at work, he said that he thought he may have one of those USB dongles, and he said if he didn't, he wouldn't be a hard one to get.
Salvatore, I think, mentioned it too. So either way, we just need a few more things. That will be so sweet. Yeah. And we're going to also maybe incorporate that into our regular videos too. And if we were to get an overhead setup, like for bolt action or whatever, we could definitely maybe use the laptop to record that, and then in our editing software, I know it's super easy. We can match up the footage.
He can hear you fine, John. Dane said, except when you say Calvary.
Cavalry. Cavalry. There, I said all 3 syllables. Are you happy?
Yeah. But again, I think that's more of our accent.
Can I flip the stream off?
No, you cannot. You cannot flip the stream off. As Salva likes to make fun of my accent when I say the Riders of Rohan, he says.
Rohan.
But no, I've enjoyed the experience, guys. I'm glad you were able to join us in the TriStar War Cave, if that's what we will call it.
The bunker?
The bunker. But we will definitely be making these upgrades. We're taking everything you guys say into account. And listen, I'm going to throw this out there. Some of you guys mentioned earlier, I know, Dane, you're in the Nashville area. I thought I heard Lebanon, Tennessee mentioned earlier. Do you remember who that was?
No.
If you're, we can always go back and comb through the comments, but I don't see any reason why we couldn't, when things get a little less hectic, why we couldn't try to manage a meetup to play with you guys. Have you, even if we were to meet you halfway and bring camera equipment and film at a local game store to get you to feature you on the channel as one of our guests, there's no reason why we couldn't do that.
Ziggy, or sorry, let's start with Dane. He popped in. Are you guys part of the MESBG Wargaming or Players Group? Yes, actually, if any of you guys in that group are watching this, I went out there in February of 2020. Yeah, it was last year, wasn't it? Oh yeah, because Dad was still alive. With my dad, I went out to Nashville for one of the tournaments they put on. It was, I forget which one. I think it was it was a friendly tournament, and it was awesome. It was a good experience. Austin out there, really good guy, put that tournament on. A couple other guys like Lee, super awesome guy. He actually ended up taking home my painting trophy instead of me. I actually won Best Painted, but they mixed up the awards at the end.
Oops.
Oh well. I still won it. I know I won it.
Ziggy and Dane are both on board, and I'm going to give John the entire credit for this. They enjoy the fact that we put on the hats for the force that we're commanding. That's 100% John's idea. Like, literally, when we first started this, John said, I think it would be neat.
Hold on.
If we put on the hats.
Here.
For the forces that we're commanding.
Ziggy said he's seen our bolt action. There's that.
Yeah.
What else we got? Oh, we haven't played Black Seas in a hot minute.
Yes, we need to get back on board with that. Now, it's important to note though that I am in the search for an actual Stetson, because I have to say I'm a little bit higher ranking than a colonel.
Yeah.
I need to have a slouch like Grant Ward.
I agree.
But no, it's all in the sense of fun, and I don't know. Can we tease the Christmas present we have for him, John? I don't want to give too much details out.
We talked about it a little bit in the podcast, so I mean, give details as you wish.
So for one, we have you talked about the enjoying us wearing the hat of the forces that we're commanding. There's going to be a little kerfluffle somewhere near the big man in red, and I'm not going to give away what game it is, but we're going to be trying to save Christmas, and I think we're going to have. We're planning on that one being out. Do we know when we'll get it out? Is it a live stream or is it
It's going to be a film video,
okay.
And as long as everything goes well, we might be able to get it on the 23rd or Christmas Eve.
Okay. Yeah. So I know we're planning on playing it not this Thursday. We were planning on playing it the following Thursday. Maybe we can shift some schedules.
I'll have to check the calendar.
I think the calendar was trying to stream a board game this Thursday. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But we definitely have a board game stream in the works, probably for the next week or two, and we want to film our Christmas special for you guys. Just typical Mikey and Jon, Salva and Andrew and Tyler BS. But we're going to be trying to have fun as usual.
Jane said, "Careful when it comes to the German SS, though. Maybe not that."
No.
Yeah, we're careful. I mean, even with this, I'll be real with you guys. Look, I trust you guys as a community. You guys are pretty smart. You know how to use your brains. But when we started doing the Civil War stuff, like we got, that other flag, and just because we do it with all the nations, it's not any different. And then I've got my gray cap, and like you guys are saying, you love it. We thought you would, but I did have my hesitations because I thought maybe some people wouldn't appreciate that so much. And we're really not out here to piss anybody off. But at the same time, we play historical games.
Yeah, I mean,
so like.
I don't think you can get away without cracking some eggs accidentally sometimes.
You actually said it in the chat earlier, did we? I don't even know what I say. I don't think before I talk.
Said the Christmas thing in the chat earlier?
I think so. Maybe
we did.
Or maybe what I was just saying. Well, he wouldn't have heard that yet because of the delay.
I wonder if he's talking about when I had said, "Please don't be angry," and then I spouted off the part about the United States Colored Troops Regiment and Brigade. Maybe that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we're a little delayed on the comments, but either way, we've got some stuff coming up for you guys. Trying to keep it fun and loose as always, and we appreciate you guys sticking with us. I think when we started out, we said we wanted to have 100 subs and a couple people that talk to us on a regular basis. And so you guys have sent us above and beyond anything we could ever imagine.
What did he say? He said, "I was car in my stolen."
He was cavalry. Cavalry.
Sorry, I'm blind with my glasses here. I'm trying to stick my face in the camera.
And he would never give up the Stetson. I don't blame you, Ziggy. I do not blame you. But I guess, guys, as fun as it is chatting, we probably do have to get to our normal day stuff.
Yes, we have
normal
lives
chores
to attend to here.
As well as they do.
Yes.
But thanks again for tuning in with us, and stay with us. Like I said, we've got some really neat stuff coming up for the holiday season, and as always, we're really pleased you guys joined us and that you continue to put up with us.
You guys are awesome. For all you guys that came out today, I really didn't think it would go this well just for a test stream.
No.
It's kind of crazy. Like, this is some normal stream numbers for some people. And like you said, we thought maybe we'd get 50 or 100 subs one day. But we're approaching, probably by the time we get done with this, we may even be at 700. I don't know.
Who knows, yeah.
But, man, you guys are awesome. So, thanks for coming to the stream. And whatever you do in life,
just don't roll a 1. Perfecto, John. That went way better than I imagined it ever would have.